Blue Merinos, it's Keleas. I'm so excited to be with you tonight. We're going to create a beautiful fall wreath together. So come on in, say hello, of course. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to pull up your comments so we can welcome everybody. You guys, I'm going to be able to read comments on TikTok and on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, I will get back to you. Just leave a comment. I'd be happy to help with anything you need. Hoping my live is going to show up here in a second. Yay! Hi, guys. Fantastic. Okay. Let's see. I keep pulling this up and I don't see the live yet. I'm just like, where is everybody? Well, we'll get started. Regardless, we'll get going so we can have some fun together. So tonight we're going to work with a gorgeous color palette I want to show you. We've got in the most gorgeous blues. If you haven't been to Keleas.com in a little while, look at this. Look at this color palette. We're going to mix blue and orange. And the star of our show tonight is going to be a gorgeous velvet pumpkin. Okay, because we're feeling fancy. And check this out. Check this ribbon. Look at this. This is what we're going to be playing with tonight. A gorgeous orange fancy 4-inch ribbon. So it's going to be a beautiful combo. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. Come on in. We're going to have a blast playing with all these things. I always say we're playing with flowers, but what we're going to do is make a gorgeous floral design. So welcome, everybody. Before we get too far into the video, I want to remind everybody the supplies we're using are available on Keleas.com. And if you were wanting a spot on the Greenery subscription box list, there are some available. The deadline to get the last fall box, this is the, let's see, no, I think there's one more fall and then we go to Christmas. But the Greenery subscription, a box that brings greenery directly to your door, like this gorgeous bush right here, is available. There's some spots available on it. So we'll put a link here in the comments, or if you need help getting to the location, I will definitely help you get there. I don't want you to miss a spot. Hi, Tracy. We're going to have fun. Hi, Diane. Hey, Patty. Good to see you guys. So let's get rocking. If you're a design school student, the new video is just got uploaded. I hope you get in there and watch it soon. It is awesome. I'll see you guys live tomorrow night on the design school. I'm going to start by getting some of this in here in the back. Isn't this going to be gorgeous? I kind of gave y'all a sneak peek before we even got started. Yes! You're interested in the greenery box? Absolutely. If you're over here on TikTok, you can go to Keleas.com and search box, and the subscription will come up. Or if you're having trouble finding it, you can email us at info@Keleas.com and we'll send you a link. But the deadline is the 25th for the Greenery subscription box. I don't want you to miss it. Hey, how are you doing, Donna? Good to see you. And Janet, let me put a hanger on this dude so we can get it started off right. Because I want to get that on there first. Get on there. Hey, welcome, Amy. You saw me on Ashley's live. That's awesome. I'm excited about Ashley's workshop. That's going to be so much fun. I love to support others in our community. It's so much fun to be all hanging out together, creating beautiful things. You guys, if you're new to our page, wherever you're watching, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. The other thing you want to do is go over to Keleas.com. We have a blog loaded with tutorials and ideas. And of course, we have our design school class that opens up a couple of times a year. So make sure you're on the wait list for it so you can grab a spot when it opens. Y'all know all the things, right? Hi, Dee Dee. You're going to do a blue pumpkin wreath? This is perfect. This is perfect timing. Perfect timing. Hey, Ann. Good to see you. All right. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put Mr. Pumpkin in. I think right here is what I'm thinking to start with. Let me get him in first because then we can kind of hide our mechanics with all the other florals. Y'all, there's been so much new stuff coming in. It's sheer chaos everywhere. It is literally chaos. Pardon me, I'm looking for my all. I'm always losing my all. My all is on an adventure without me. Thank you, Patty, for sprinkling the love. You guys are so great for being here. Hey, and if you want live notifications, we have an alert system. We can send you a notification when we're live. You can grab a spot on that at textkeleas.com. We'll shoot you some info anytime we're out live in the wild. You love fancy wreaths, Tracy? You're in the right spot then, Tracy. We're getting fancy tonight. We aren't holding back. We do simple ones on Saturdays, but then the rest of the week, it's game on. Let's party on. Yeah, we're on a 14-inch wreath base. Yeah, we're small here to start with. We are small. Hey, Marshall, I'm glad you're here tonight. We're going to have so much fun together like normal. You know, we're going to have a good time. Yeah, I love this gorgeous blue, and it's got that gold stem. I mean, what's not to love with that? Gotta love that particular aspect right there. Okay, I'm going to push that in. Get this dude mounted. I think 2 is going to be good. You can always add more. Oh, you can't see the bottom of the wreath. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know. I can bring it up a little too. How about that? Once I put that hanger on, I've made it too low. I got it. Hi, Teresa. All right. Pumpkin's in. Pumpkin's in. Now let's get our shapes started out here. I'm going to pop in this particular gorgeous greenery that's got the blue element to it. We're going to start placing it in and get our design kind of coming together to start it out here. I like to kind of set the perimeter with the greenery and get a feel for how big I really want to go with it. This piece right here is giving me a hard time. There we go. Get in there, buddy. Hi, Regina. Okay, good. Yes, I was not letting you see any of it. You're not getting to see any of this beautiful pumpkin. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for the stars. That is awesome. Thanks for the followers. You guys are awesome over here. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching. All right, let's have a big piece of that. Now, here's my hanger at the top. I'm not using it right now, so it would be a better picture. But let me get some of the same greenery up at the top. Hi, Terry. Oh, right. You're just happy to get the notifications? Yes. That's why you got to get on the notification center, because you'll get those to your app and you will know when we are live. And no matter if you are in Facebook jail, Marshall, they can't stop. You can watch. They can't keep us away from notifying you. Oh, my goodness. Isn't that right? Hi, Cindy. Diane, I use a technique where we use leverage and like wooden dowels to put that on. That's how we put the pumpkin in. Okay, Nicole just posted the link for the subscription boxes. So those of you who we've gotten several emails the last few days about the Greenery subscription. It's a monthly subscription of just Greenery. It is seasonal. So right now it's fall that comes to your door. And then after that, it will switch to Christmas for the Christmas season, and then winter. So you don't ever have to worry about the right greenery coming to your door. And our subscription boxes, you're always saving 20% on the value of the box. So it's a good deal. Tonight we are working with some of this greenery that has this touch of blue in it. And I love that. It's so pretty. So I'm just breaking it into sections to put it on to start with, guys. Hey, Tammy. Hi, Joellen. So let's cut this into a few pieces and keep placing it in, spacing it out. Yeah, so we're going to have another, it's not a workshop, but we have another event coming up soon. So make sure you guys are on our notification list at textkeleas.com so you don't miss it. I don't want you to miss our newest and latest event. And a lot of you may just see me live. You may have never gone over to Keleas.com, but we have thousands of new products that have come in, more that are coming every day. And we focus on high quality florals and greenery and ribbon. So you can make pieces that are just breathtaking and stunning, just to be different than all the other people who are shopping at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and all that. You can mix things from there, but you can pick up really high quality different pieces from us, and that's really what I focus on. Y'all, there's a bunch of killer Halloween and fall still arriving, so let's put this one right in here to get a nice fill of that. I know, an event. Okay, I'm going to take and push this into the side here. Put it on in. Get that one in. Get it in now. I'm going to make sure I get a nice little shake on it. My design school students know I would say, shake hands. We got to shake hands with it and spread it on out. I love this natural look that this greenery gives us. Hey, Tina. All right, let's bring one more in. I think we'll put this one in right here to kind of come to the side. So I'm getting just this great filling out. What greenery am I using, Sherry? It is a brand new greenery. We'll be sending out the whole supply list to our text list. So if you want to grab that, you can get on textclee.com, and we'll be sending you a notification for that one. And then we will also be posting it on the website, so you won't have to worry about missing exactly what I use. This is a brand new one, but I love that it has that touch of color in there. Oh, Rochelle, the contest isn't over yet. We'll let you know. That's a design school one, Rochelle. So that'll be the deadline's in September. So we'll post it when if you're one of the winners. Y'all, we have design school contests that are participation. So that's what she's asking about. Okay, so I'm making sure these have a lot of depth. So one of the things I teach my students is we want to come forward. We want to have a lot of depth. We're going to let other people have the flat wreath business. We're going to make the really deep texture movement. That's the business we're looking for, because these people pay more money than the flat wreath screen door people. Okay, so that's the direction I want to head. So we've got a nice placement of greenery on here going good. Let me move Mr. Wreath over just a little bit here so you guys can see that. Come over here, buddy. All right. There we go. You can see the texture all kind of coming off the base. All right. Okay, thank you for sharing the live. Now, later we're going to be bringing our pretty orange bow in. So I know I'm going to have this great pop of bow. I'm not orange from the bow. Not sure exactly where I'm using it yet, but we're going to keep working around to get that placement just right. Now, these are a new peony bush that's just so lush and gorgeous. Look at it. Oh, it's got this dried look, which is really, really trending. So we're going to use this in first to get some pops of a similar blue, not exactly the same. We're working with blue tonight. Blue. I'm going to pull up this greenery up near the heads. That's one of the advantages of having pusher bushes. If you like the greenery, you can keep it. If you don't like the greenery, you can pull it out. Ooh, I think we're going to pull it out. It's a little dark, and I like the other greenery. So we'll just pull it down. And I will still save that for another project, because this is a nice leaf. It's not like a crappy leaf. It's just a dark olivey green. So we'll use that for something else. It's a great filler or hider in the centerpiece. You know what I mean? Woo, it's looking good. Right, Chris? Yeah. Go big or go home. That's how we do it. Totally love that total theory. My style. All right, let's come into the top here. I'm going to start by pressing this one in a little, and we're going to give it a bit of a bend as it comes forward. I like it. I love having all this color in here. Just love putting that in there. And mixing these two. Yeah, it's kind of a navy. It's like a really rich. It's a combination of a couple blues in here. Ooh, I'm going to tuck those two together. Yes. Yes. So one of the things I like to do is try to keep our pieces different than you see everybody else making. So I'm always staying on top of how we can do our pieces differently so we can stand out instead of be like the rest of the crowd. So you're going to see me use different textures and different techniques so your work doesn't look like everybody else's. Okay, so there's my first pop of blue right there. I'm loving that. Let's use another maybe right in here, okay? Jennifer loves the blue. Nice. And I'm leaving these a little bit shorter. I'm tempted to have them shoot out because that's my style. But I'm going to let the greenery be the longest in this one. Hi, Robin. I'm glad you're here. Jennifer's loving the blue. That's super. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the wreath tonight. All right, let's come in here a little bit lower. Come into this zone. We're going to work with our 3. We're going to put another cluster of 3. Now, it's important to stay on top of the trends and know what's trending, but it's also important to be your own designer and kind of start to decide what you want to focus on making. And that way you can start to be creating pieces that your customers like. And then as you get to know your customers better, you'll have the ability to create just specifically what you know they're going to love. Like a wreath I did today to design school, I know would sell at craft shows here in Texas. I just know. I can take one look at it and know that would go perfectly to my local market. Now, sometimes I make things that are just good for my website that I know people are going to just love and eat up out in the, not necessarily local to the Houston area, but I know they're going to love these type of things because they buy them from me before, right? Hi, Genevieve. Isn't this a beautiful blue? I'm loving it too. All right, I think we'll put one more out here, but I don't have any more of this greenery to kind of tuck with it. I only brought 2 of those. Let's hold on a minute. If we're kind of freestyling, we'll come back to that. All right, let's put some orange berries in here. We're going to start to disperse some of the orange. And I'm going to take one of these stems and break it apart and get several pieces out of it. You guys, if you're brand new, welcome, of course. Say hello. Glad you're here. I'm in Houston area. The Houston area, way down here in Texas. Thanks for watching wherever you're watching. We are so happy you're here. But I work with silk flowers. I teach floral design. We have a class, a blog on the website. We call it our video library. You can't help but see all of our cool things we do there. And of course, we're on all the social medias. And we sell all the stuff we work with. So you're never going to see me use something here that you can't just go to the website and buy, at least when the video starts. I can't guarantee how long it'll be there. But this is the type of things I like to work with, high quality florals that look different and are different. You're loving it already? This is fantastic. The depth of these colors is gorgeous. Now watch when we put in the orange. You're going to see these go together so nicely. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Boom, boom. These berries, we have been using the tar out of these this fall. I just love these berries because they're so nice. Look at a lot of berries you cannot do that with, but they're wired to the tip basically right here. So I can go to town with them, move them all around. So one of the ways you can stay on top of trends is come to be in someone's class like mine. In my design school class, I'm going to cover trends. We're not going to leave anything out. Even when we just did a whole boho workshop on the boho trend, I wasn't terribly comfortable with it when we first started it because it's new trend for us to use. And as we started using it more, I really started to just be like, oh my God, I love this. And I started to really fall in love with the trend. So that's not uncommon to be like, okay, this is a trend, but I'm not sure about it. Hey, thanks for being here. Thank you so much, Tina. Okay, I'm going to make my own little cluster. I want a little greenery over here on the right. So I just stole some from that other pick. I just stole a little. I'm going to come bring this in here. I just want to tuck this right above this pumpkin. Yeah, that's perfect. Let me make sure I got it all glued in. This one's wired. I'm going to pop a little moss in there to hold it in place. So if you see me grabbing Spanish moss here, I'm kind of making a little moss sandwich with the glue. And that's kind of holding in the void in the wreath. I don't use a pick machine. I don't waste time with those. I'm really quick to use glue and moss to make a little tight zone in the wreath to hold everything tight together. Okay? Right? You're finding ways to love the trend. Isn't it true? All it takes is for you to sell a few things, you fall in love with it. And I've done really well with the cream and the teal pumpkins. They went quick. You don't have to make a ton of it. Just try it. It just makes you look like you're on top of what's going on in the industry, right? Well, you know, when I started in this industry, it was the early 90s. So I didn't do a whole lot in the 80s creating. But let's see, it would have been about 90, I don't know, 93, so 94. I think I got my business license in 94 and started my business. And back then, at our local craft shows, to get in the big circuit, it had to be all dried florals. So we were drying, you know, dried eucalyptus, preserved eucalyptus, all of that kind of stuff, which does not go good in Texas humidity. It really doesn't. So I was learning, doing all kind of stuff like that. All kind of stuff. Okay. You just never know what direction you might be headed when it comes to this stuff. You don't. You really don't. The Greenery box subscription, it's $49.97 a month. And you're getting 20% off the retail value. So you're going to be getting a value more than, of course, the $49.97. Shipping is determined on your location as far as the cost goes for the shipping. You like the skull and the pink inspired? Oh, they were so pretty. So this spray is like a little feather bush. And I thought it would work good to really add some depth and dimension. Instead of using twigs in this design, we're going to use this like this. But I'm going to go ahead and put the bow in first. And I think we're going to tuck the bow right in here. And I'm trying to decide, I want that tail to kind of go down. And this just tuck in right here beside the pumpkin. I'm into the drama of the long tail and the drama of this ribbon. I love it. I've been kind of calling it rustic glam. And it's basically just adding some glamorous touches to fall. Where you use the ribbon or you use some, you know, like cheetah print or something like that to add in. Ooh, Robin, great. Hi, lady. Good to see you. And Jenny. Okay, so I'm going to tie this loosely. And we're going to kind of manipulate it into place here. I'm going to bring that down and let this party get started here. Poof that up. And we're going to use this tail back here. I know I wanted to put this up against the pumpkin and just have it tight because that contrast in color is so pretty. And look at the back side of this ribbon. It's like iridescent. Oh, juicy, y'all. So juicy. Let me bring this up. Okay, this new greenery is killer. You guys, I cannot wait for you guys to see all the new things that are coming in the subscription boxes. All kind of fun different textures and depth and dimension. It's the best. All right. Terry, you're going to try some pampas grass. Go for it. Go for it. This is kind of like a pampas, but not really. It's like a little reed almost, like a little feather reed. And now we're going to use it to add to the drama. We've kind of got the tone set. And now we're bringing it on. So you guys, you can grab this whole, the whole supply list to this at our website. We'll text it out as soon as the video is done, and you can get it on the notification system. We'll send it out to you so you can go shop and grab what you want from here. And I think I love these new florals. They are really a beautiful, beautiful bush. I like that tight head on there. Oh, and it looks dried. It's so awesome. Oh, thank you, Dallas. Oh, Kimberly, fantastic. I'm glad you could join me live today. You guys, we'll be live again Wednesday for sure. But anytime we're live, we'll send out a notification. So if you don't want to miss that, grab a spot on there. Oh, see how I'm using this to direct the eye and the flow? That's the kind of stuff I teach in design school, so you can learn how to do this on your own. And you can hear me in your little ear going, "What are you doing? It should go here." In a sweet little happy voice. Okay, bring this up here. We're going to let that tuck in. Ah, beautiful. So I've got this flow going there. I've got the flow going there. Let's bring the eye down. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Yay! I love this part. Yeah, it's all the good time of drama. Yes. This is all we're talking about, the good drama. I'm excited to try these different types of looks. The rustic glam, the boho, all the whimsical for Halloween. It's just a great, great combination. Let's bring it down here. Let's bring it down here and get a touch of it. Yeah, when you use pampas, if you'll do less is more. Okay, so this is a really light piece. This is not going to count. But if you use a regular pampas, just stick to 3 pieces. And I promise you it'll be a winning combination. 3 pieces is a winner. Hey, CJ. Okay, let's bring that there. I'm going to put one more up here to finish my flow. So just like you'd use twigs, you're using the feathers to direct the eye and give it that motion. Not the motion of the ocean, but the motion of the flow you want to be happening. I bet you're like, I didn't even know there was a flow. Yeah, there's a flow for sure. Oh, I think you could get away with that tree. So I'd like you to pick 2 elements and stick with it. Don't go too many. That's the biggest mistake people make, is they try to mix too much texture, and it just gets a little bit busy. So I think you could try pick out 2 of those to 3 and go with it. Okay. Whoa, there we go. Stunning. I love it. I love it. Let me give you guys a close-up. Can you believe we just made that really fast? We knocked it out. I want you to learn how to make stuff like this quick and easy, and it can look just as elegant, just this fast with some practice. Oh, I'd love for you guys to come join us in design school. Jump on our wait list. Go over to KeleasDesignSchool.com. Jump on our wait list so you can get in class next time it opens. We're about to text out the supply list for this project right here. And anytime you see a supply list, it'll have a link in that supply list to the video. So you don't have to worry if, like, Klee, I bought all the supplies, I don't know where to find the video. It's right there. Okay, if it's a design school video, then you, of course, have to pay to have access for the video. But if it's something out here on the public, you will have the link there. You'll be able to click and go right and watch it. Yes, so all of this stuff is from Keleas.com, guys. If you're brand new, you guys on TikTok, Keleas.com, that's our website where we sell and teach and do everything. We, as in Keleas, and the rest of the fantastic team here helping me. All right, I'll see you guys that are in class already. I'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to be crafting and creating together something beautiful. And your tutorial is up in class. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time, Bloom Burritos. Bye, everybody, guys over in TikTok. Great to see you, too. I'm going to bring y'all in a little bit closer, I think. I've been kind of spread out things in the Bloom room, so I've got a little more depth here, and I can move around easier. So I think it's going to help you get a good view of what's going on. I hope you enjoy it, for sure. Welcome, and just come on in and say hello. We're going to be creating together tonight. I want to tell you, this was a bow we made on Bow Wednesday the other day, which has got polka dots, and it's got cheetah with gold. Let me show you guys close up to the camera. Cheetah with like a little gold in it. So I thought we would use this whole design to inspire the project we're going to do. So I've got some florals and greenery ready here to go, so you can kind of see what we got going on. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it will be. So let's get creating together. I missed y'all over the weekend. I hope you had a great weekend and you made some beautiful stuff. I think that's always part of our, basically our flower therapy, right? When we're together, we can create. Here we are. Good deal. I see you guys. Hello, welcome. Hi, Mary. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Kim. All right, we're going to use some of my favorite fishtail fern. This is that light green. All the fishtail ferns exclusive to our shop on Keleas.com, but this is the light green color, which works really good for some of the softer tones. And since we're using that light ribbon in this, I think it's going to be a great start. Hey, Mary. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Jody. So let's start by getting some of this in. How was everyone's weekend? Let me know what you were up to. Hopefully you're having some fun and staying cool. Here in Texas, it's like off the charts hot in Houston. Totally hot. I mean, really, really hot. Really hot. Hello, Lori. Hi, Judy. Hey, Michelle and Bonnie. Hey, Joan. Y'all, we're not kidding when we say hot. It's really hot. All right, we're gonna get some greenery started off. And like I said, I'm going with a lighter greenery to pull out the light tones of the ribbon we're gonna use. And have some fun. I tell you what, the dogs, Richard has gotten a couple of little gates so we don't have to close the doors to keep the dogs out of some room. You know, the little kids' gates. And those dogs, they figured ways through them. Right, you had 101, Lou? Holy smokes. Ruth, you were working at the Corvette show? Nice, that's fun. Did you get a new one, Ruth, or just looked at the pretties? Or did you show off yours? Maybe you had yours on display. I've got a cousin who collects Corvettes, so they love them. I mean, they collect as many as their pocketbook will let them, right? Blazing hot, I know, guys, I know. It's hot everywhere, isn't it? Totally hot. Okay, I got a pop of greenery in. Let's put a little bit, let me spread a little bit more around. I think we're going to use a couple of bushes of this one. Now, you guys, some of you are just getting here. I'm going to show you the bow we're going to use. Hi, Jessica. The bow we're working with is this one with the polka dots. And it's got little bits of gold in the cheetah too, if you guys can see it. I showed it at the beginning of the video. But this is our bow, and I'm going to put it in first. So this is one of those designs. We know, guys, as there's a lot of inflation and the economy is slowing a little, we might need to create some space with ribbon in our designs to kind of keep the cost down a little. So sometimes you might want to use a bigger bow just to fill up quite a bit of the space, because if people like big bows, they're going to like your product anyway. And this one's going to go so well with this pumpkin. So I'm going to put it in first, right? Hi, Dallas. Right, Jessica, it's so hot in Georgia, right? It is. Yes, it is just brutal. Hey, Wendy, I'm glad you could be with us live tonight. That's fantastic. So let's put this one in right here. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. All right, let's get the tails kind of in position. I'm gonna curl this out. Even in Iowa, Sheila, crazy. I'm curling these. We're giving these a little kink to them. Getting a little kink on. Hey, Renee. Excuse me. Hey, Patty. Good to see you tonight. I'm glad you were having fun creating. I love to hear that. You guys see okay over here? I'm going to figure out the new camera locations in here. I try to change things and then I'm like, okay, why did you do that? Isn't this a gorgeous bow? So we're going to let it kind of have its own space in here and then we'll work around it. A lot of times I put bows last, but in this situation we're going to put it first so it fills up some of the volume of it. Okay. Hey, Judith. Good to see you too. All right, I'm just pushing that up a little bit so these are a little bit shorter in the next set. Yeah, I'm feeling better, guys. I'm doing better. I still have, I think, 4 more rehabs to go, but I'm doing a lot better. The pain's different, you know. Every day it's a new challenge. I can't wait to get out of the car and not hurt when you hit the ground. I think it's going to come, but all in all, I'm doing a lot better. The thing that frustrates me is I just can't go, you know, bust out and work at the warehouse and move boxes and pallets and do what I used to do. And that frustrates me, but it'll be okay. It will come back in time. I'll keep working a little at a time to get better and better at it. All right, I filled in a little. Let me put some moss on that one. Hi, Gerda. Hey, lady. Oh, it is yummy ribbon. Oh, it's going to set the tone. The ribbon is what's setting the tone for the whole project. Okay, next step is we're going to put the big old pumpkin in because she's so juicy. She's going in next. Let me get some dowels and we'll get her in. I'm thinking right here, just kind of tucked under the bow. Let her be fancy. Let her just be right here cuddling up. I gotta turn my glue pot down. I cranked it up because I was trying to get live quick, and then before you know it, you got liquid glue. You gotta be careful, don't you? Okay, that one's going in. Let's put another in. Debbie loves the bow too. Yes, you guys, we made this one on Bow Wednesday last week. It was so pretty. And we're kind of letting it be the star of the show. We're just having a little bit more cheetah. And then we're going to let this be kind of a non-traditional fall. In design school, we just started a new collection of fall that is creams. So this can kind of go with that collection. So that'll be fun. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Juanita. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's pop in the cute little stem here. And I think we'll have this kind of come out the top. Hi, Dee Dee. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome all the bloomerinos. Hey, and you guys, remember, if you're spreading the love, you need to just let us know on the text list so we can let you know if you're going to get a sweet treat. All right. Ooh. Let's bring this in the top. Okay. Because we'll let you on the text list know if you are. Ooh, that looks good up there. I like that. You made a pumpkin. How fun, Sharon. Oh, Susan, the birds build a nest in it. You must make them look so good. They look like the wild. The birds can't tell the difference. You have fancy birds. They love to live in your wreaths. I like that. I'm such a nature person. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I know it might mess up your wreath, but I get it. Oh, hey Sharon. Thank you, lady. Okay, so we got our pops of leopard right here. We've got our greenery. I want to add now an off-white kind of wheat that I think is going to add a nice light touch to kind of bring this color to different parts of the wreath. This is kind of a non-traditional, I really wouldn't call it boho. It's kind of like a diva design. So we want to put some of this wheat in here. I have not worked with this yet, so I'm not sure how these will pull out. I think we'll cut it into sections and work with that. Thanks, Jody. Thanks, Carolyn. They're running out of habitat, right? They're like, this wreath will work. This looks good. It's pretty safe on your door from predators, I'm sure, they think. Unless you have a cat, right? The cat would be like, thanks, Mom. You lined this right up for me. Oh, this one's it's not too, it's thick, but it's not too hard to cut. Let's see if we could get a couple pieces. I can use more than one of these. I'm going to cut this into chews. It's my first time playing with it. I really think it's cool because it's all wired. You know how I love things that I can control the direction of? See how fun that is? Look at that. We can put that right in. Sharon, you like non-traditional? Awesome! Awesome! Well, that's what we're going for tonight. Different. Just different. You know, here in Texas, we don't necessarily have a real fall, so it's fun to do different things. We got a workshop coming up I'm going to tell you guys all about soon, and it's definitely non-traditional, so I'm excited to tell you about it. Oops. My pumpkin spilled out of here. I've got one more bush of this. Let's use this. And we'll put this in here too. Hi there, Crafty Mama. Good to see you. Oh, you're so sweet. Crafty Mama's talking over here on TikTok. I love it. You love the look, Regina? It's going to be fun. So, you might be saying, Clee, why are we putting the white in? We're putting white in or cream in because we've got that in the bow. And as I'm always teaching in design school, you can't just have these colors just floating on top. They've got to mix in and pull from the back because that creates depth and kind of a flow for the design where it goes together. So it's really important. Workshop, yes! Regina's like, you've had me at workshop. Yes. We're going to tell you all about it. The next probably, I don't know, it might be a week or so before we can announce it, but I'm gonna start to drop some hints. It'll be exciting. If you've never been to one of our workshops, we have a lot of fun. Okay, there's 2 pieces there. I've got one here that's a little bit thicker. I'm gonna use it kind of down here. We might put a little bit of brown in here too. Hey Jojo, I love you too. I love your work too. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been busy with my own dramas with my body, but I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Okay, let me put some moss here. And there we go. Let's fluff these up. And then how about one more piece kind of coming out that pumpkin? I got a nice big one. Yeah, Kim, this is one of the bow Wednesday bows from last week. It looks good on there. It looks so good. Oh, you love the workshops, Kimmy? Yes, I know. Design school students, y'all get to come to the workshops at no cost, so it's like an extra bonus for them whenever we have them. They enjoy them so much. I'm going to have that one come. Let me move these tails out of the way for just a second. That's one of the reasons I don't like to put the bow in first, but in this situation, I did want to claim its ground, you know, and get that settled before we went too far. Okay, now I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of a brown. I want a little bit of a brown tone in here. I've got over here, I've got a green brown. I've got, this is more orange. I think that's a little too orange. Let's see, guys. I've got some pampas. I didn't think I was going to do it too pampasy, but maybe. Oh my goodness. I think we get a little pampas. Oh, thanks, Jojo. I am feeling a lot better. Getting around much better. Pain's a lot better. I still just want to be ready. I want to be like free. It's coming. Okay, let's add some more green first, and then we'll get going to town with our pampas. And that's going to add a little bit of this brown tone right here that's also kind of being pulled out with the gold and this and the ribbon, and kind of, I think it'll pull it right together. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you so much. I'm feeling a lot better. What do I do with my wire cutters? This is the, oh, here they are. When I redecorate or move stuff, can't find anything. Are you liking it? Great. Thanks, Dawn. Thank you. Who else is over here? Hey, Christella. Thank you. Glad you guys like it. I think it's turning out fun and cool. Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. And nothing. Nothing. I shouldn't have announced it. I hate when that happens. Does that happen to y'all? Somebody tell you to look into the sun. There's no sun in here. I can't look in. Oh my goodness. Y'all, tomorrow night in design school, those of you in there, I know there's quite a few of you watching right now, we're going to do something so fun. I'm excited. It's going to go with our collection. It's going to be different. So get excited. We're going to have fun. Thanks, Elizabeth. Gerda, you like it? I love it. That's great. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad y'all are enjoying something a little different. Oh. Yeah, this is a wheat, but it's a little bit different because it's all wired. So it's really controllable. It's all look, I can go out. I'm really loving that. Nellie likes the more non-traditional. Debbie says I'm having trouble making fall when it's 103. I know, Debbie. I know. This is the norm. This is the norm. We just gotta get in there and embrace it. Yes, this is in the portal right here. This is in the portal. Oh, you guys on TikTok, I'm sorry for paused. You should be back, TikTok. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, this is in the Design School portal, that one right there. Yes, ma'am. It is good to go for you. Cindy can't wait. Lori says this is more you. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that was last week's Design School. This week we have a wreath that's done on a tight budget to help you increase your margins if you're a seller. And it's a simple method where we really rocked out some twigs. Oh, watch out, pumpkin. You little pumpkin. So go check that out if you haven't been in Design School today yet. Okay, that's filling in nicely. Let's play with the pampas. Let's see if we like it. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm still sometimes freak out when I'm using pampas because I'm like, okay. Oh. So don't panic if you see me panic. Hi, Brian. Okay, let's come in here. Let's trim this. These are the short little pampas, shorties. Okay, we're gonna put these in. I'm glad you guys like it. And I think this is the type of thing less is more. But I like, it seems to really hold up well. The ones we've been selling, because I have some that I've hanging out the door, and it handles the humidity so well. Mary Jane, that is something I teach in Design School, placement and structure. So we'd love to have you. Our class will open up again pretty soon. Come join us in our workshop and you'll get a feel of how I teach in there. So I teach you how to do the placement. So every time you make a wreath, you know kind of where to put things to help you have structure to your design and not just poke it in. Okay, I am going to give these a bend just a little bit forward. I love that color. If you're not comfortable with pampas, I feel like we could still use like a darker weed or a darker twig. Could still do the same thing, but this is kind of going with the whole look. Hey, Wendy, feeling so much better. Thank you so much. Rehab is going well. I have rehab tomorrow too, so y'all, they worked me hard in there. They were having me push one of those football sleds the other day. I did it. It was a lot, but I did it. Okay, I really like this. Now, I think, let me step back and take a look at it and see if I want to add anything else. Maybe we'll put in, just was thinking, let's try this other grass. It's a little bit different texture. I'm going to put a little of this in. Okay, we don't need a ton. I'm going to use this for a little bit of additional greenery in there. Doesn't it look good? It does. Robbie, why am I iffy about pampas? Only because it's a trend and it's very popular. And so sometimes I feel like it takes the design and makes it go over the top. More like diva. But there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it sells, I have to get over it. I'm going to pull these down where they're a little bit short. We're going to use these in between. Jennifer, you love the textures? Me too. I'm going to go right behind here and just layer this right behind my pumpkin. So yeah, this is what I like. This is good. And I'll bring that back up just right there. So we'll have a couple of different textures of greenery. Right, you gotta play with the cheetah. I have retailed the cheetah very well. So even in Design School, when I'm talking about items, we do trends and we try them and we see if they're gonna retail in for our customers. And what that means is we do need to try the new things, but if our customers don't buy it, if it doesn't sell for us in our Etsy stores or in our craft shows or our markets, then we'll steer a different direction. But the cheetah has actually retailed well for me here in Houston in person. So, yes, absolutely. Robbie says the Diva Wreath is awesome. Yay! So, I'm more of a natural girl. I like natural designs and natural inspired pieces. So sometimes it's a little bit out of my comfort zone to do things that are more shishi foo-foo, you know? Let's put one more right there. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you're hanging out and seeing the replays. I love that. Okay, I'm going to put one here, and let's kind of have it come back to the middle. I think it would be like a party coming back to the inside. All right, let's do that. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That looks good. All right, let me bring this up. Let's have another piece kind of come out of the boat. Thanks, Janice. I am so glad you like it. Let's kind of come from the bottom here. Right in here. So we got a little bit of grass. We've got the fishtail. We got the wheat. We only used just a touch of the campus. I think we did it. I think we did it. Let me give you guys a close-up here. Oh, we got a rogue twig here. I'll use that in a second. I'll cut it off. All right, you guys over here on TikTok, you get a nice little close-up. What do you think? Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. Here over on Facebook, here's what we're looking at. Something like that. YouTube, check it out. Check it out. I think it turned out beautiful. So we'll have a supply list for this project if you want to make your own. Y'all, you've got to try something out of your comfort zone. I have to do it too. So I'm easing into all these goodies one step at a time. I am so glad you guys like it. You guys have any questions here before we get off? If you're in design school, your tutorial is ready to go for you in the portal. And I'm glad you guys are loving it. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Joan. You like it over here too? Yay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next time we're live. Make sure you text us. We'll text back to you whenever we're live or whatever we have new, everything that's going on. Just go to textkeleas.com. Send us the word live, and you won't miss any of our live videos. We'll just text out whenever we're live. All right. Sandra, it goes with your decor. I love it. Hey, Miss SpongeBob. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Wanda. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll know y'all want more wild stuff. Y'all definitely are loving it. Okay, see you next time, Blue Marinos. Hello there, Blue Marinos. It's Keleas back again. Hi, guys. So if you weren't here just a few minutes ago, I was showing y'all all the greenery was in the subscription box. And now we're going to work with some of those pieces and make a gorgeous wreath. I am going to use one of the bows we made on Bow Wednesday last week. This really pretty one right here. And I'm going to use a collection of greenery. And we're going to play with the stuff that came in the box. So come on in. Definitely say hello. I'm right now reading comments on Facebook and TikTok. On YouTube, I'll come back and check the replay to see if you guys left any comments. But welcome. Nicole will be checking over there too, you guys. And so if we see anything while we're live, I'll be happy to help you. I'm hoping to be able to see my video now on Facebook again. So let me pull it up. How's everybody doing? Oh, yay. There we go. Yay. I think we're working. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Judy. Hi, Javo. Oh, good to see you, Martha and Lori. Yay. You guys over here on TikTok. I see Linda. Hello. We are going to create an all-around design. These are so fun and easy to make. And we're using the Greenery subscription box, okay? So there'll be a link in the comments here on Facebook where you can sign up for the box. Today's the deadline to grab the box for this month. And it's the last fall box. Then the Greenery box shifts to Christmas. Some of the new Christmas has been coming in. Greenery, it is so awesome. I'm excited about it. I really put these collections together, so it's so fun. And this month's Greenery, now what I'm using today has already shipped out. The customers already have this. So it's not available in this month's box, okay? This month's box is fall, but it's different. All right? All right, here we go. We're going to be working right now on this base right here, okay? Right here. Okay, and I am going to work with the big greenery to start it off. I started cutting this one a little bit to kind of get ahead, but let me take and cut the rest of it. I'm going to cut it as long as it'll go so I can start working on it. Hopefully you guys can see the wreath. I'm seeing the view right now, and it looks pretty good for everyone, okay? It looks pretty good. So if you're having trouble seeing something on your end, I think it's on your end. We're good over here. So I'm going to take and cut this one apart. You want 3 to 4 inch stems, and I like to kind of push these where there are similar lengths. Hey Brenda, I'm glad you're here, and Melissa, fantastic. Yay! I'm so glad you guys made it. Let me see how long I cut these. Make sure these are not too long. You don't want a bunch of extra stem that's going to just poke out the back. We want to be careful and cut those kind of consistently at about 3 inches. Hi Rose! Let's bring this in and trim it down. All right. I don't want all those all over the floor. I'm so bad about just throwing them on the floor. But you know, I swept now, like the floor is clean. And it's like I don't have that crunch between my toes of floral stems. Oh, good to see you, Ramona. Hi, good to see you too. All right, we're going to work around. This is a 14-inch wreath base. So this is the smallest one I generally work with. And we're going to start with it. And I'm going to be going to my glue pot. That's over here to the left of my table. And we're going to pick a direction and stick with it. I'm going to go counterclockwise today. I usually go clockwise, but why not do it different? Why not live on the edge? Hi, Joan and Kimmy. Hi, Jeannie. Good to see you. So I'm going to just start working around. Now, on all the way around wreaths, you do use more greenery. So you have to think about that when you start to design them. But I got 2 of these bushes in our subscription box this month, so I feel like if I need more than 2, I've got it. Okay, we're just going to keep going around. And these are all going to the outside of the perimeter. I'm going to work all the way around. Hi, Cynthia. Brenda, the knee's doing okay. Y'all know. Well, you may not know, but on Tuesday, I was doing a TikTok video for that trend where you run. And, you know, the people are running, carrying the ladder, and that music's playing. It's like, you know, Blazing Saddles or something like that. I don't know what it is, but move over, little scarecrow baby. And I ate it and fell right on my knee I had surgery on. So it's like, why did I do that? But I think it's okay. I've been icing it, Brenda, and I think I'm going to be okay. But I was completely pain-free for my surgery, so for it to be back in pain, I was like so frustrated with it. Thank you for checking on me. Yeah, I fell right before design school teaching and business coaching, so I was a hot mess for coaching and designing. It was not pretty. Thank you guys for putting up with me. Always thank you for putting up with me, for sure. All right, I'm going around, and you might see me use the Spanish moss in there. Anywhere I can see my glue a little, I'll just take a little bit of Spanish moss. I keep it under my workstation right there, get a little bit more, and then I put that on the hot glue. So that's what I'm doing when you see me roll stuff up and poke it on there. That's to just cover my mechanics and keep that looking good. Y'all, if you want to learn how to floral design, how to like make a lot of the pieces you see me sharing on TikTok or over on the YouTube shorts and all that, that's what I teach in our floral design class, okay? So I can teach you how to do it step by step. Oh, Brenda, it was brutal when I fell. Yeah, man, it was, it scared me because, you know, when you fall and there's one thing, you kind of see a fall going, but I saw nothing going. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited you're here too. Hi, Sandra. Y'all, and today we're working with the greenery from the subscription box. So one of the benefits of getting our subscription box is the fact that you don't ever have to think about greenery and it coming matching collection coming to your door for the season that's appropriate. It's either for the season we're in or for the next upcoming season, so you're ahead of the game. And the other thing is you're always getting 20% discount when you get a subscription box. So it's a little bit of value for sure. So now I'm coming to the inside perimeter and I'm just cutting these just a little bit shorter, and you see me shortening them. That's because they're going to go in the center. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. I see a ton of you guys watching tonight. You're not saying anything. Come on in, say hello. I love to talk to y'all. I like to talk. I like to make a relationship with my followers. Of course, I teach and I have recorded videos and all that stuff too. But when I'm here live with you, I want to visit. Y'all can be quiet when you watch a replay. Come on in and chat it up. Let's know what's going on. How much fun are you having? Are you guys so tired from work today? Or maybe you've been working all day designing wreaths. You're just exhausted. Hi, Wanda. I'm glad you're here, Wanda. Aw. Elizabeth, this is a 14-inch wreath base. Okay? Hi, Beverly. Susan, knee is good. I just answered, but yes, it is good. I just talked about it. It's fine. I'm okay. It's a little sore. The swelling is down quite a bit, so I feel a lot better about the knee situation. All right, so anytime I have glue, I'm going to hit it with the Spanish moss. Hi, Dallas. Oh, thanks, Anna. Everything's fine. Look at my elbow. My elbow. I have to show my battle scars. Look here. Look at my poor Bobo on my elbow. I need some virtual kisses. Look, guys. I know. It doesn't look like much, but it sure hurt. Aw, Tammy says you can't go wrong with the Greenery or the BBB subscription boxes. Thanks, Tammy. I'm so glad you like them. A lot of work goes into all that stuff. Remember, when you shop with us, you're shopping with a small business. You're supporting me, you're supporting our team who works for us and helps us, and you're supporting many families. So thank you very much. Appreciate all of you guys' love and support all the time. And I try to give it back to you as much as possible. Let's bring one more here. So I've kind of gone in between each of those in the center, and I've filled that out. And we've got really nice even spacing. And that's what you need to do to get the ball started, okay? Now let's get it back into position. All right, so here's our kind of our starting point. You guys see? Okay. You guys see up here? Gonna be a nice close. Oh, that may be a little too close. There you go. Oh, you guys, I fell doing my doing a TikTok video. I'd like to blame you guys, but it was all me. I know. Just get a new leg for me, right? Just print a new leg. If I'm gonna fall doing TikToks, I'm a mess. Angel got her BBB box today, and you love it? Yay! Wanda, you're getting your Etsy shop open. That's fantastic, Wanda. I know you can do it. You can do it. You guys, Wanda works really hard at what she does, and I know she can do it. I'm glad you loved you guys' boxes. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to take and push this one up. This is the Greenery. It's the grass. It also came in the box, okay? And I'm going to bring it up. Oh my gosh, Kimmy, you've been crocheting like crazy. Is this for a brand new baby? Is that what the project of crocheting is for? Tell me, Kimmy. I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Hey, Bunny. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Brenda says, last 2 years a mess for me. Critters, new carpet floor. Brenda, critters. Now you have HV and ankle back problems. You're going to make a wreath? Brenda, just make a wreath. Just chill and make wreath. You know, this is our happy place when we're creating together. I'm going to go ahead and push these all up and trim them. Okay? I'm going to push them up and cut them short. Hey, Mary. I'm glad you're here. This is your favorite grass? Awesome. This one is in the BBB box. And it's got the best colors. It's really well done. And a lot of people freak out about plastic greenery, but plastic greenery is just so well done nowadays. It's so nicely painted, and nothing to freak out about. It's gorgeous. So let's rotate around. I'm going to go and put these around the perimeter again. And we're going to kind of let this party get going. See how pretty? These are so easy to work with. Look how good this looks already. We haven't hardly done anything. It's going to look good because I did all the thinking for you. When I put the box together, you didn't have to walk around and be like, does that really do? Is this going to work? No, it's going to work. Because Keleas says it's going to work, it's going to work. Okay, this is what I do. This is what I do. Everything you say, TikTok sayings nowadays. That's all you do. This is what I love. All right, keep working away around. I like to rotate the wreath. It's just easier to put them in between. Ramona, you have exciting news. You were shopping at Michael's and you helped the woman pick out some fall florals. How awesome! Aw, and she hired you to do a custom order? And she took cards for her friends? Ramona! Way to go! This is fantastic, Ramona. Make sure you tell us in design school what happened. Share your work you do. I love it. Ramona, fantastic. What a great report. I love it. Debbie, it's okay. No worries. Debbie, we're here to support you. Even if your wreath name comes up, you're all good, girl. Don't worry. We're community here. We want you to sell your wreaths and have success. We're excited about it. You're all good. All right, let's put one more here. And this is wired, once again, so I can make these go out or in or manipulate them however I want. What you guys saying over here? You ready to put fall decorations up? But we're still having temperatures in Charlotte. I know, buddy. I understand. I understand. It's hot. I'm in Houston, Texas, down where it's like close to the, hot. Oh, you got your box today, Tony, and you can't wait to use it? Oh, good. If you got the BBB box, which is our other subscription box, it's not the Greenery. It's got florals, berries, branches, and buds. Blooms, berries, branches, and buds. It has the cutest something in it, and I'm not going to tell it in case everybody hasn't opened theirs yet. Oh, but they're fuzzy and so stinking adorable. Okay, so you see all the depth and dimension? That's something I teach in design school too. I don't want you to miss is we have a lot of depth and dimension. You see how far that's going off? Really important. We can't have it flat. We don't want it flat. We want texture. So this grass gives nice texture. This grass gives nice texture. Okay, so that's things you're looking for. And the thought process, I'm taking it out of you for you when you get the subscription boxes. Okay? Kimmy says she's making a Halloween blanket for photo props for your granddaughter. Oh, Kimmy, I figured that's what it was. All right, let's add in some of this grass. This also came in the subscription. Debbie's loving it. Nice. Oh, hey, Christy. Joan, you didn't get the app notice. I'm not sure why not. Maybe it hasn't come out yet. We went live right before this showing the box. So there might be a delay in the distribution. But if you don't get it right away, you can always go back and check to get the replays too if you miss something. Even with the text lately, it's just not necessarily delivering instantly like they used to. Oh, good. I'm glad you loved your BBB boxes too. I'm trying not to share tell y'all. Bunny, I'm live on Facebook and also on YouTube. So you can catch the replay there too. So you might hear me talking to other people. I'm talking to people everywhere. So you're not missing anything. You're not missing. We will respond to you. Pat, this is 14-inch wreath. 14-inch wreath base. Okay, let's rock and roll. Oh, let me get the little tag off here. My angel says each box gets better. I love that. I love it. I am so glad you think so. Now, with a bush like this, you see we have a bunch of different colors. What I want to do is kind of You've got to think about placement when you go on here because we don't want all burgundy on this side and all yellow on this side. So what I like to do is just take a look at what's where. Like this is a burgundy, okay? It's got a little piece of the burgundy and yellow. And this one also has burgundy and yellow. So I'm just going to try to separate those on either side. And these just have green and yellow. Okay, guys? So separation of those as you go around. That's all you need to think about. It's pretty simple. Somebody has a motorcycle out there just revving it up. Quit revving it up, Coy. Just firing it up. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what they're doing. All right, so I'm going to put these more kind of in the midline as I go around, and we're going to start with the green one. And these are going to fill up a little bit on the inside right here. So we're going to pop that in. And nice and spread that out really pretty and let that fill in. How gorgeous. All right, let's bring our next one right here. We'll put our burgundy. And I'm going to just kind of make sure you're shaking hands with it, of course. Jody's excited to see what the next box will have. Oh my gosh. I think we have one more fall BBB. This is the last fall Greenery box, and then we switch to Christmas next month. So the transition's happening for the boxes. I like to try to stay a little bit ahead so you have time to use them, you know. All right, let's put the next green one. So I'm alternating the placement. You guys can do that. So when you break it apart, separate those into sections, okay? Let's bring this one in here. And if you can see the glue, put that moss on it, y'all. We've got different color moss on the website. I'm using chartreuse color. If you're new, guys, everything you ever hear me talking about using and selling, that's all on Keleas.com. We have a website. We not only teach you how to do this, we have classes, we have kits. We've got something brand new coming soon. I've got to tell my design school students about it first, but then we will launch it to everyone later. Very, very excited. Okay, so my next color pick that's going to come in is this burgundy right here, but I'm going to get a bow in first. And I'm going to use this guy right here. Right here. It is plaid and it's got that window pane in it, okay? We made this a couple weeks on a Bow Wednesday, a couple weeks ago. And I think I'm going to put it in right here. So before I tie it in, I want to think about, okay, I'm going to put the burgundy here and I want it to fall right above the wreath, okay? So I just make sure you know what, you've got a good spacing, and then we can go ahead and place this in next. Easy peasy. Irene can't wait to see Christmas. Yay, yes. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. Oh, my decor that I'm going to be doing for Halloween is arriving too. Very excited about that. It was supposed to come today, but I got switched to tomorrow. And I'm going to have to go live opening up all that goodies. That is so exciting. Here's my cutters. I just need to trim this tail off. You guys, so if you want greenery like this delivered, this is something we got asked for. Years ago, people were like, Clea, I hate picking out greenery. It's so intimidating. There's a lot of choices. I order it online, it gets here, and it just looks like, so cheap, like aquarium grass. So, when you order from us, it's not going to look that way. I'm going to work my hardest to have, good quality pieces that are super easy to work with at really reasonable prices, okay? And if you're a design school student, you get discounts on everything when you meet the minimum orders. So you have codes for that. Don't forget to use those. Okay, let's put the burgundy in next. So that's our last piece here. I'm just going to rotate this over just a little bit. We're going to put it in right here so that way it'll come out right at the bow. Now you can put the bow anywhere, any place you want. I'm just rotating this around so it's easy for me to place the stem in right here. Okay, let's bring it back down. Oh yeah, let me bring it up a little bit. Right there, it looks pretty darn good. I like that. Now what I'm gonna do is come back. What do you think? Can you guys do that? I know you can. I know you can do it. So I'm going to come back with my few pieces of grass. Now we only use the grass kind of going to the outside, and we're going to touch up a little and bring it to the inside. Okay? Let's bring this on the inside. I'm going to start right here after this piece and just tuck that in. Now, of course, you could use less greenery and add all kind of gorgeous florals, whatever you wanted. You know, we've got all that on the website that you could add in. Beautiful peonies and mums and ranunculus, all kind of pretty stems that would go gorgeous with this. But I wanted to show you the power of the greenery. We didn't even use a whole box here. We used half the box. You still have half the box left. You still have 1, 2, 3 sprays left. So with the cost here, you cannot go wrong. By the time you put these pieces in, you will be rocking. Okay, so I added the grass to the inside. I'm going to add a little bit more of the green greenery right here to the side. I've got 2 pieces of this left. And I'm just going to kind of take a look at my wreath, step back, and see, hey, where have I got some little holes that I'd like to add in? And I want one right here by the bow. Tuck that one in. Just going to pull this to the side. Push that in here. Oh, look at that. Right there. Let me cover up my glue. I love this. It's got that really natural vibe. It's going to pop off a neutral door. It's going to look really good from the street. And this can work for someone's home all of the holiday season. If they want to pop in like a little pick with something a little seasonal, they could, you know, like a cute little scarecrow. Or they could do, just leave it green or pop in a pumpkin. It's just a super base. Look here. Isn't that great, guys? I think it turned out great. Y'all, the link for the subscription box is here in the comments. If you are watching over on TikTok, you can go to Keleas.com and just search box. And this is the greenery subscription box. Okay, so the deadline for the last fall box of the season is today. You have to order it today or you will not get a fall one. Okay, if you're seeing this tomorrow and you order, you will be getting the one that's for Christmas next month. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you next time we're live. Make sure you're on our text list. We'll send you the notifications to get live alerts whenever we're live. I'll answer you guys' question. You need the wreath board. We have this on our website too. If you want to go to the website, you can search wreath stand. It will come up. If you can't find it, you can always email us at info@Keleas.com. All right. You love it. Thanks, Rhonda. Thank you. I hope you guys had fun and you're inspired to create something beautiful like this for your own home. And I try to make it super easy so you can do it. I know you can. I promise you can. I've taught lots and lots of ladies and gentlemen, and they can do it. Just some practice and just have fun. Absolutely have fun. All right, Blue Merinos, see you next time. Don't forget, today's the deadline. All right? Bye, everybody. Hey, Blue Merinos, are you ready to make something really special with us? We are going to make one of those elegant, kind of flowing fall wreaths, and we're going to make it on this really neat wreath base. This is all going to come in a kit for you, easy for you to grab. One click and grab the whole kit. The neat thing is this has a little cavern in it. So I kind of teased you. We've taken out the liner, and we're going to design right in here using floral foam. So if you've never done that before, you're going to come want to watch because this is so fun. We're going to use some of the tips and tricks we do in design school, and it's going to give you a sneak peek behind the curtain. I think you are going to love it. So get in here. Hey, and if you're not on our email list, you're going to want to get a spot on there. So drop email in the comments, and we'll send you a link where you can sign up. That way you won't miss any of our videos. And we give out some true value on our email list where you can click and go to our blog on our website and see all the fun projects we have. You are going to love it. So guys, this is our latest kit we've got out for you, and it comes with the wreath base. And this one is so different and fun, and it makes a really flowing, elegant design. This kit's also going to come with some of this beautiful kind of a fern that gives you this really dried look. Then one of my favorite greeneries. This greenery is excellent because it's got those deep, rich tones of fall in there. We're not popping a whole lot of orange in this design. We are sticking with more neutrally pumpkins, so they're coming. And look at the beautiful greenery that's in the same beautiful colors. I mean, is it screaming fall? And we've got a few pumpkins in. They're also going to come in the kit. And look how gorgeous these are. So this combo is going to be excellent. I'm going to show you how to make it. All right, so as we get in here to this design, we're going to start off by deciding what side of the wreath we want the design to be on. And for me, I generally like it on the left side. So I'm going to rotate this around and do it like this so that this flow can come down. And I am going to kind of tilt it just a little bit. So when I'm working with it, I'm going to have it just like that. Now, the next thing I want to do is put some floral foam in the cavity, the open part. So the way I like to put that in is I cut some blocks that can just tuck right in here, right? A little tight, but just tucking in. And we're going to glue those in, and then we're also going to wire them in with some floral pins. So I'm going to do that first. And we're going to put these both in. In design school, we love to work with foam as well. When you are originally learning how to design, foam makes it pretty forgiving and easy to go into the space. Like foam makes it just easy. And if you go in, you can always pull it out and change it around. Once you glue it, it's pretty permanent. But I think you'll like designing on foam if you've never done it. So I want to make sure I'm not going back too far. So far, these are just put in with, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to throw it off, with hot glue pressing in. Now, grab your floral pins, and floral pins are a U-shaped pin like this. They're something we use all the time in designing. And I'm going to kind of go from the sides and around the back, and I'm going to make sure that I am securing these through the vine as well, because I want it to make sure they don't wiggle out. I just take and pop these in. Now, if you end up where you can see the pin a little from the outside, a brown Sharpie can get that silver just hiding for you. Just put a little bit of that over the outside. Let me get this right in here. And try to go through where you had the glue already, because that'll hold it in place. If not, dip this in glue before you go in between. I'm going to do that a few places here. There you go. Keleas Bloomerino's design school students will tell you that I'm an over secure. Like I like to get things where they're made really well to hold up. And that just comes from my history of doing craft shows for 17 years and traveling around with my work and knowing the better I construct it from the beginning, the better it holds up. Because you weren't necessarily going to sell out at the first show you went to. And that stuff was going to have to go with you to your next show and continue down the road. The type of shows I did. So it was really, really important to me that my work held up, of course. I needed it to hold up. Plus, I wanted my customers to be coming back next time I was in town, that we came through. And so now selling online, the same thing. I want them to love our work, come back. I want you to love learning from me and know that what I'm teaching is it's kind of tried and true. It's tested on the road and in all the places. Okay, let me press this last one in. I think we're going to get it. I love that these vines are tight because they will help hold that well. So our foam is in, and that makes it so easy now to start building up this base. You're going to love it. So we're going to grab our fern in here, and this is called a phoenix tail fern, and you'll see why. It's going to open up so pretty. And when you open up the little cute tie on there, you will find that it has these 3 built-in sections. So that makes it so nice to start kind of setting up our design. So I'm going to put my first few pieces in. These are going to be the longest pieces on the design. In design school, we'll call that setting the perimeter. It's where we want to take and decide how big we want this to be. And I always want things to be big and beautiful and bold. And I'm a big believer in making pieces that stand out. So I'm going to put this first piece in. And you can see I went way off, way up. And that's fine. You just have to be able to have enough supplies to bridge the gap between those lines. So I love when my students grasp that and they get to create these gorgeous lines on their pieces, because that's literally what's going to set you apart in your work. That it's not just one cluster of things, it is some beautiful lines created. So here comes this one on the bottom. You can see I already started that, right? Now let's take and add some other pieces of this in, kind of creating a little separation. On every one of these bushes, there's one of these that's super big. So I take and just cut that in half. If you've never done that before, you can take a bush or a stem and trim it down to sizes that work for your container or your design. And the things we sell, they have really nice strong wires, and that's going to allow you to be able to separate them up easy. So we're going to use the 3 pieces here at the top, and then I'm going to cut into the second bush, and we're going to use a little bit more down here at the bottom. So I'm already creating my perimeter, and I love that. I'm going to take off this little raffia. All right. Now let me find my other big piece in here. There it is. And we'll separate into 2. So we're kind of doing mirror image at the top and the bottom. Y'all, if you've never tried floral design for your own stress relief and creating, you're going to absolutely love it. It is so fun. And I know some people are afraid to invest in everything you need for the hobbies. And that's okay, because here we literally love for you to we have kits set up, so you don't have to have you don't have to have everything. You're just going to need some hot glue, which you could use a glue gun. I use a glue skillet. You're going to need some hot glue, and you're going to need some wire cutters and some scissors. Other than that, you don't have to have all the things I'm showing. Some floral pins would be nice, but you could cut wire to make your floral pins. Like, you don't have to have everything to get started in the hobby. You can just grab a kit from us and then start creating. A lot of things I can tear down. Some things I do have to cut with the wire cutter. But something like this is about a $15 investment, and you can use it in your home anyway. You probably already have a glue gun. So when you see me stick my sticks into the glue pot over here and twirl them around, you'll just be pulling the trigger, putting a little glue on each stem before you put it in if you already have a glue gun. I'd love for you to try this particular hobby, because if you love plants, you love having decor in your home, I think you would be surprised how little it takes to get started. And you do not need to buy every ribbon. You do not need to buy every greenery. Literally, we have kits set up to get you started. So you'll use everything in that kit. There'll be nothing left over to weigh down your craft room or have so much supplies. It is an excellent way to kind of get into this hobby if you do other hobbies already, and see if you like it, because it's truly fun, and you can make something for yourself. You don't have to immediately start selling these pieces, right? You could just enjoy the process. But I love creating, and it's just very relaxing. It's one of my favorite things to do, is get in here and just start creating with you guys. Now, while I've been talking, I pushed up this bush. So this is a normal bush right here. And then we call these pushers because we can make them more clustered and chunky like this, or we can leave them long. And I like to do a little bit of both in my designs. So this one I pushed up short. So we'll use that kind of more in the interior of the design. And the one I left long, which I could pull these back down too if I want them long, the long pieces we're going to use out to the perimeter. So we're still setting our perimeter with our secondary greenery here, and we're going to bring it in. All right, I trimmed that off the bush, and now I'm going to take and stagger these right here in between. You're just kind of bridging the gap between the greeneries. And this is where a kit comes in so handy, because I've already used my expertise to put the colors together for you, to create the depth and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, Keleas, is that greenery going to go with this? I know when you get on our website, there's so many pieces, it's hard to figure out, oh my gosh, what goes with what? Well, That's one nice thing about getting a kit, especially when it first comes out, because we've got everything in stock that coordinates, that looks so gorgeous together. You've already seen it in action. I think it really helps you kind of get your your foundation for the design laid out. Okay, now we really worked on that beautiful kind of trending greenery that just comes out and expands and flows. I think that is just gorgeous. I'm going to trim this piece down a little bit. I'm going to go out here to the outside. If I left it super long, the problem would be is I would lose the dimension here where we're going to change direction on these florals. So I have to keep it shorter. Otherwise, I'm way out here, which is okay. It's just going to take more material. We're going to keep our material, to a limit to where we don't lose the shape of the design. So I trimmed that one down. Isn't that looking great? Okay, next move is let's get our pumpkin stem in. Because even though it's a primary factor in here, we need it to be kind of in the background, and we want leaves and other greenery to work around it. So this particular stem is one of those that breaks into sections pretty nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it out. If you've never broke down a stem with me before, this is good because I get so much out of this. So for the price of this one stem, I'm getting like 1, 2, 3, 4 picks. So sometimes stems are a better purchase just for that fact because you can get a lot more out of them. I think this is going to make 5. So I'm going to trim them all down here into their own little sections. I'm going to try. There's that one. And so the reason I keep them in sections, so I keep this main thick wire that can go into the foam really easily. You'll notice here we don't use pick machines. I'm not big on pick machines because pick machines are great when you're using like really inexpensive materials and you have the time to take and pick out each piece to get that little spike on it. But a pick machine to me is not necessary when you use higher quality materials because they already have a nice wire, a nice stem, and you're not spending extra time. When I used to have a lot of high volume sales on Etsy of wreaths, there was no time for me to be taking something cheap and really cutting it down into little bitty pieces and picking it. So I eliminated that part of the process, and we started to really choose materials to work with in our shop that were really well made and that were easy to work with. And that meant that strong base wire. So I'm clustering up the 2 pumpkins right here at the center of the design. And we're going to have them kind of snuggle each other because I love that look where they kind of come up here together. We'll just kind of angle them, wiggle them around. See how pretty that looks? I'm watching my berries so they're opposite and they work that line, our primary line we had already started. So I'm going to go right behind it with this one. And you guys, if you love this design and you can follow the way I teach, we'd love to have you in design school where every week you're getting new designs. You're getting new collections that go together. We're teaching pieces that coordinate. So you get a really cohesive look in your home, and you learn to use all your supplies that you purchase. So there's not a whole lot left over, and it gives you options of, what you want to create within a collection. And I love that for you. Because it's my 7th year of design school, I was a teacher also in real life. I have had time to develop my curriculum and my style of teaching and all of that. And I really feel like if you just give it a chance, you will be shocked how you can learn these principles and really put them into play in your designs pretty quickly. So you can see how it's layering up really pretty. I'm going to continue with my last leaf over here and go right behind the berries. There we go. And look how pretty, y'all. It's so pretty. All right, now it's time to add our leaves in because our leaves are going to add the depth of color. It's going to pick up this color in the green and orange. So these got to go in next. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. You're going to just separate them into sections. And then we'll trim these right down. We're going to get them cut. I'll cut right here. So this has that little end on it. So a lot of times you can tear down stems too. But in this case, if I tear these down, I'm going to end up with a lot of little pieces. And I really prefer them to already be clustered. So this is already clustered. I didn't have to do extra work. It's already ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to put this one in first, a little longer piece. And we're going to go right in here, kind of layering it on top of the green and the brown, kind of in between. I'm staggering them where they have a little bit of overlap, and that looked great. And these berries in here, whoo, so pretty. Let me cut down the other bush too so I can get everybody to match. I left these two together at the top. You could have done a smaller one there, but I think leaving them together gives you a little more length on that. Y'all, this is so fun. This is so pretty. Let's bring this one. I'm going to work opposite. So this one's going to come down and layer between my green and my brown down here. We're creating that depth. So I'm getting a little bit of brown in the back. Yeah. Oh. Now that's tying it in so good with the wreath base. I love it. All right, now let's work in and around. I'll cut some of these a little shorter just because I want to tuck them in further, especially right here where we've got our transition. We change direction, so I got to keep this short. Remember, I can't have that shooting out or it's not going to tuck in as a good transition. I'm going to take this one and go to the inside. So just kind of going on the opposite side of where we just went. Let me come around and look at it from this way. Oh, yeah. And I'm layering in where those light leaves are kind of, some are in the front, some are in the back. See, it's just kind of layering it in. I love it. Now, this piece has a little bit of twig to it. I'm going to use it right in there. And we're going to put these opposite each other too. So I get that cool little branch. Oh, yes. See how much depth that added? I love it. And then this one, I'm going to go right in here on the right. I think right here. Now, I'm, of course, giving you the structure, and I'm teaching you how I'm doing it. But remember, one of the greatest things about being the designer, you can do it however you want. You don't have to follow my directions at all. You have control. I can get you started, and you can have the inspiration, and then you go to town. You can go to town. So now we're doing that detail work. This is the depth again. We come back to the foreground with some of the colors we use in the back, and we are going to rock that out. So I'm going to take this one and break it down into a couple of sections. This is the lighter color fern, and so far it's only in the background. So I like to save a little of it and bring a little bit more forward in this particular type design. All kind of different ways to design different structures, different looks, styles. And on this one, I love to layer it up. So I'm going to bring this one. Now that one will be more in the front. Okay. Let's work a little bit opposite up there. And these little pieces are all wired. So you'll see me take and you'll see me give them motion. That's so they look real. I don't want them flat. Y'all, you've got to give them motion and movement. All right, we've got one more. I'm going to come to the inside right here with this one. A little touch here coming out of the middle. Perfect. And then how about one more kind of coming out of that top right up there? Make sure you're hitting them all with glue. That's what we got so far. Isn't it looking great? All right, we are on our last piece, and that's our greenery, the one we pushed up. We've only used like one piece of it. So this one, we did push it up quite a bit. So these are little clusters that we're going to use as what we call filler. And the filler is the material that comes in to fill in the holes, but it to me, it's really important that it continues to add the depth of color and that fluidness through the whole design. So I'm going to start and go for the holes first. So right here, I've got a hole where I can kind of see into the mechanics. That's where we're working. So I'm going to put one there. And then I've got one down low here. Just tuck this one in. I'm just covering up things right now. See, they're little clusters, little fun clusters. Now some up above the pumpkins. And you're going to find most of these are going to need to just be tied to the center here and bringing that color, that green color in here. Because remember, we used it out already. We've got it out here. So just pop it in the middle. But I'm also doing a double duty. I'm covering up, seeing into the foam. It's a big deal to me to see glue, foam, cable ties, wire, anything mechanical to your design. We're trying to hide that from almost every angle we can. It's important to me to look professional, to be able to charge a higher value, like just a higher perceived value, because the construction is well done. It's not just thrown together. It is really thought about. The process is structured and layered. Even though this looks like a bunch, you just kind of gathered a bunch of beautiful florals and put them together, you can see when we're done, those lines prevail. That look comes together so nicely. And I think you're going to be pretty blown away that you can do it. I know you can. Most importantly, I want you to have fun with flowers. I want you to find the escape and the peace that you get when you create something like this for yourself. We would love if you'd support our small business by shopping with us and grabbing this kit right here. But I most importantly want you to be inspired and continue to enjoy creators like me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, because this type of thing is something you'll never get tired of watching. All right, you go have fun with flowers. I'll see you next time, and bye. So you can see all our supplies here. And this one we've got for you, we're gonna use this lush velvet pumpkin with some Harlequin, some beautiful berries, and of course, the best greenery that's got a mix of that rustic with the green and kind of like fall is coming. I love that combo. So we're gonna work and put this design together. I think you're gonna love it. So let's start off with our greenery. We're gonna use it first. I love it when there's a good greenery, because that means we're gonna start with the greatest base. With this one, we're gonna start off by just pulling these off the bush. Hey, you little moss jumper. And we're gonna work with an 18-inch wreath base on here, because I want this one to be big and bold. And we'll take these and just trim them off. You don't have to keep a long stem on them, just a good size. And we're gonna pull all of these off, y'all. And while we're cutting these off, I think we should have a little story time. Y'all, this season we've learned so much as we're coming into the new school year, and Kaya's getting older and the new school year is starting. And we had a lot of personalities on our volleyball team this year. So she quickly got to learn how to be diplomatic and how to basically deal with difficult personalities who are put in leadership roles. And sometimes that's hard, you know, when you want to get great feedback from them, but you don't, but they're put in the leadership role. So, you know, sometimes I learn even from my 14-year-old how to have you know, patience and compassion in different situations, and really work towards dealing with that. So don't underestimate what you can learn from a kiddo, ever, or a friend, or another family member. You never know what kind of patience they're having to have to deal with in that situation. Now, I cut this all up, and we're going to make some little clusters with it and get some good distribution on our wreath base. So I just kind of got it all here, and I'm going to do a C-shaped design. So that means that I'll have florals cascading up and down as we go around this base. So let's put our greenery in first. All right, we got our first piece in. Now, whenever I'm putting this in, I also am going to support it with a little bit of Spanish moss and around that glue. I love doing that. My design school students are going to tell you Klee loves moss, and it's true. I do. I love moss, and it helps stabilize my pieces in here. It always does. And you don't need a lot, just a little every time you put it in. Okay, I've got my first 3 in. Now I'm going to work my way down. Kind of work beside that. Have you guys been to see any new movies lately? The neat thing about the summer is there's always new movies coming out. The summer blockbuster season. You have to tell me what you've enjoyed the most if you've been to any. So when we're not traveling to do volleyball, I am all keen to know what is good in the theater. Okay, you see that? It's looking pretty good. Let's get a close-up. Yeah? What do you think? Pretty cool, all that dimension. That's just a few pieces in. All right, let's keep working on the bottom part. And if you want, you can take the longer pieces, kind of use them where they're going to come off more. You may hear it rocking and rolling. The rain is coming, which my garden always never complains about the rain. It loves that rain. Yeah, in design school, we've been just rocking out the fall. I love that. We started that earlier in the season, and I love that we're getting ahead and just having so much fun with different color combos. And this wreath is really special because we are going to use it to transition from fall to Halloween, or if you wanted to go Halloween to fall, you could do that too. Don't forget, when you're putting these in, you're always going into the grapevine. We're not going to the back, we're sticking it in. So it's got more than the glue holding it. It's got the tension from the friction being created by all the different swirls of the grapevine coming in here too. And that really helps it hold together nice. Okay, we've got a good shape going. Let's go a little bit more. I love this. So far, so good. And we'll be filling in with some more greenery in a little bit. I just want to get a nice foundation. In our design school class, we call that first step creating a perimeter, and we're kind of doing the same thing here. We're creating a perimeter to where our design is going to go inside the boundaries of this greenery. I think I'd like to go a little further around the bend up over there, but let's close up again. Look. Oh, see it? See all the angles? Yeah. It's going good so far. So let's come in a little bit higher. And I'm going to bring one piece in up here. Really getting that in. I love that. Let's put that between there. Yes. This greenery is one of those it's very plasticky, but they just do a great job painting it. That I love using it. And it has that little bit of brown, that little bit of light green, like the weather's cooled off a little bit, and those sugars in those leaves are making those colors change. It's kind of fun. It's so fun. I like that because we want this to be a fall to Halloween design. I want it to feel like, oh, things are changing. You know, something wicked this way comes. Oh! Time to get a little creepy, a little scary. I'm gonna go a little longer right here. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good. Now, I've got some pieces left because we'll want to put some more greenery and fullness in once we get our pumpkins and our berries in. But I think we got it. So guess what? Next step, grab your pumpkins. Your pumpkins are going in next. With these stems, they're already kind of separated into 3 great little sections. So I don't have to cut them down too much to make things happen. But I do want to kind of control the length of my placement. So I'm going to take, and I am going to leave these two bottoms together and we're going to cut off the top one. So I'm going to cut that one and then cut off this one right here. And you can see I'm getting right into that little section right there to cut it. Maybe I am. Psych! There we go. So there are these, okay? So you got two and you got one. We're going to do that with all three stems. I love these. I love things that aren't curly stems. So I'm going to take my stem and we'll trim it here with just kind of about a 4-inch stem. And then I'm going to come in here, cut that. And there we got our two sections again. Yep, we're doing it 3 times. 3 times, 3 times. Here comes our third one. Cut that top one off and cut these bottom ones off. So there they are, all right? Now it's time to go ahead and put these in here. And I'm going to start off with one that has the 2 stems together. We're going to kind of put that into this section right in here, okay? So let's take it, just hold it. In design school, I teach them just to use the pencil method, hold it like a pencil, swirl it in the glue. Y'all, I told you we're going to get a thunderstorm, you hear it? It's the best time to be crafting with you, when it's about to rain. All right, let's go right in here, and I'm just pushing that in the grapevine. You see, one's a little higher, one's a little lower. I love that. Now come in with your moss, and I'm going to go over that glue. Can you see that glue right there? There's glue right there. And I'm going to take my little moss ball, and we're going to go right over it. And guess what? That hides that whole little gluey part and looks very neat and clean, okay? Now my next piece, I'm going to go up a little higher and out with my next stem, okay? That's going to be one of the single ones. And I think it would be fun if she kind of came down a little bit. Like she had a little movement to her. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some little glue on there. But when I'm getting glue in the glue pot, I got to get me a goopy. I got to get a little goopy. See my goopiness? You see it? Oh, it's very goopy. Thick, but not dripping. Sometimes you'll see me spinning it around. That's why. Because I don't want it to drip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Coming down, coming down. I love that. All right. Mossy, mossy, mossy. Mossy, not bossy. Okay, I'm coming in. Separating. Oh, thunder. Thunder again. Beautiful. All right. Let's kind of matchy-matchy this up here with what's down here. Okay? So grab your next stem. Here's my single one. So I'd love for that to kind of come up here and kiss this. Like, give it a little kiss, give it a little kiss. We'll come up and just come on in and match it. Right in here. Okay. Once again, we've got to have some moss in there. Because we got our little bit of glue, I'm going to roll this into a small little ball. And then we're just going to bring that right into it to hide all of that. See it? Now it's just all like, I call that a glue moss sandwich. It's going to hold in there nicely. You're not going to see any crumbs. No crumbs. No crumbs. We're going to eat this up. Okay. I mean, usually I call everything juicy. But now we're eating stuff up, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to go up a little bit above. And these are going to come down here, right? So cascading a little bit down with this section. Now we're talking. Things are coming together. Things are coming together. If you guys mix this great greenery with the great coloration on these pumpkins, you're going to make a gorgeous piece like this. Look at this. Yes. All right. Same deal. Moss rolled up into the cutest little moss ball. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yep, it's gonna go in right here. And then we're gonna put our, a double right here, where these kind of crisscross. So there'll be a lot of pumpkins in here, but we want that on purpose, where these are crisscrossing. So they're close to each other. Yep, you gotta get a dip. You gotta go for your glue dip. You're gonna love it, pumpkin. Because I want these to go up and those pieces to go down. That's perfect. And remember, we've got more greenery to go in that middle area between everybody. Yep. You go there, you're looking good. All right, And then our other single stem, we're going to put it right in between here. So you can see all of a sudden we've got just a great pumpkin cluster everywhere around here. And it goes cluster to 2, then 1. It's just spread out perfectly. If I jump because the lightning or thunder is coming at y'all, don't panic. It's just on my video. It's not at your home probably. Or if you're watching this and it's lightning and thundering, isn't that weird when you watch a movie and it's lightning and thundering? You might be having the perfect environment for creating for Halloween and fall. All right, looking good. Now let me show you close up again. You're gonna love it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, so cute. All right, now before we come in with our berries, since our berries are gonna make it more pops of orange, we're gonna come in with some more greenery. And now we're gonna run that greenery right in that middle zone. Like when I'm teaching in design school, I teach you the layers and the zones and the depth and dimension. Remember, depth and dimension means more money when you get ready to charge for your work. It also means a higher level design. So even if you're just making for yourself or your friends and family, a little higher level with that depth is just so polished looking. You're gonna love that. So let's come in here with these now with my greenery, and we're gonna go greenery right in here. Okay. So that means on these are pusher stems too, and that means I can push them up. That's all that means on a pusher, means I can just push it up. So I'm going to do that right here and then make these kind of short. So we're going to do that on a few of them. Let's push it up a little, just trim it short. Making a cute little cluster, trimming it off. Be careful. Do that over the trash can so you don't have a bunch of pieces everywhere because they're flying. They're flying. Okay. My trimming is done. And let's put these in that mid zone. Let's go in the mid zone. Hey, if you're still watching this video and you're loving this, you have got to come join us in design school because literally I'm in there every week teaching you how to do what we're doing. Detailed, step by step, a whole portal full of designs. When you first join, you get access to the last 6 months in designs. And then after you're in our group for 6 months, then boom, guess what? The whole portal opens up and it's well over 400 videos of content and creating and so much inspiration. So if you love floral design, it's a great place to be. And we'd love to have you. And you can find all the info at KeleasDesignSchool.com, or you can go over to Keleas.com. We have links over to it. You can ask us in an email, or you can text us. Text us on 832-734-5201. And another reason you want to get on that text list is because on there, I text you when a brand new video comes out. So if you don't want to miss any brand new content, being on the text list is the best place to be. Best place to be. Okay, let's come in here. You see the difference? Now look, I filled in the mid zone up here, okay? And I have it down here. You see the difference? Yeah, it's coming together really quickly now. Really, really beautiful. So let's come below and work on below right in here. And then I think we're ready to put our berries in. Let's get that party started. We can put the berries in. All right, bring that up. Let's keep going around and around and around she goes. Where she stops and nobody knows. Yeah, the thing I love about design school is every month we have a new, of course we have a different category that we work on, as in season or holiday, but we also have a different skill we master every month. And the nice thing about that is we're always trying to up our game. Even for people who have been in our class 6 years already, what else can I help them get better at? Or have support for you when you're ready to try a different technique. You know, techniques and styles come and go, but it's nice to have that arsenal to go back and look at in our design school and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot I haven't made those quick and easy swags in a while, or I haven't made a lantern chopper, or oh my gosh, I forgot to do a C-shape or two-bow wreath. All of these type of things we teach in design school, and it just gives you such an arsenal for the next time you're ready to create. It's too fun. All right, I put a little moss in there with that glue. Trying to. All right, we're looking good. So now it's berry time, berry time. Okay, here's the berries. Haha. So now I'm going to take this berry bush, and if you tear it down, you'll get a lot of independent berries. And that is if you want to use the berries tight, okay? If you want to use the berries more out towards the exterior, going outside the wreath, then you're going to want to cut it. And so we can have a little longer stem. I'm fine with these being short and all in here and just kind of adding that wispiness. So we're just going to take and tear these, and that will just save our hands a little bit from cutting. And just, it's usually not too hard, just tear them. Now I'm going to trim them after this. Kind of neat them up. See? We gotta clean up the messy, all right? We're gonna do that for all 3 bushes. And I got them all in my hand, and then I just take and I'm just gonna neatly trim the stems. All right, so that the wires aren't frayed, there's not a whole lot of paper. And then if things are like a little bit papery like this, just pull that off. All right, and you're good to go. And we don't need a bunch of mess that's gonna fail later in our design. I'm just going to pull those all off. Now we've got all these great berries ready to go into our wreath. Anytime you have a good stem like this and you're just going to use the top part, save that. Take and cut this off and save this. Because guess what? That could be a wreath hanger right here. This little piece right here, you can use as a great piece of wire for one of your next projects. So always save the stems off of any of your bigger pieces you cut down. This is our last bush to break down. I'm just going to tear these off, and then we'll neat them up and put them in our design. All right, and I'm going to use these in doubles when we put these in. So that means I'm just going to hold a couple together here, and we're going to go ahead and put them in together right into our wreath. All right, so my first one I think will come up here between the pumpkins. Get this guy in here. Get him feeling happy. He's so happy, so pretty. Oh, that's perfect. Those are going to just pop right in there. I'm just going to put my little bit of moss in. I'm covering my glue. And let's work our way down from there. And I like that we got a couple of different colors of orange working here. Because these berries, you see they have the darker, the lighter. That also helps you give depth to your design, and that looks really good. So I'm going to take and just twist these together and trim that off a little. Okay, let's put this one in. And when you sit in there and you manipulate them a little bit. You let those good wires in there work for you. You definitely let them work for you. Okay. 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 I'm going to come back over here. I just love this orange in here. Looks good. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Pretty. And then once that glue kind of sets up, we can come back to these, spread them out a little bit. They're a little easier to put in as 2 when you get ready to put them in. And that's because sometimes these wires are a little fine when you tear them down, but that's okay. I'll take and pair it with another one and just do a little twist like this, and then just trim that neat and straight. And we'll just go right in. So I'm going to come back to the inside, I think would be good right in here. Trying to get that right, but there's some moss there already. Get in there, buddy. There we go. Okay. Let's come back to the outside. That's so stinking pretty, y'all. Okay, now let's work from the center here, and we're going to go the other direction. show you what a difference that's making in there. See the berries working in there, adding all that texture. Oh, and that color. Don't forget the color. It's gorgeous. I like that wispiness it kind of gives it. I'm just swirling that a little so it doesn't drip. Come on the inside here. There we go. One of my wires was not wanting to go in. You gotta go in, buddy. Moss. Put that there, and then we're gonna work down below here. We can do 2 more clusters and then 1 single. Put 1 right here. That looks great. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it in there. That's why I love my wreath stand, because it allows you to really push against it without falling. I can add some force. And I'm a big fan of our wreath making stands. Our last one at the end, right here, and we're gonna twist. I'm coming over to the other side. I'm gonna put this one in right here behind the greenery. Just kind of layering it in a little bit. I think that looks great. Now, I got a little bit greenery left and 1 berry, and I think it's going to be good to use it right here at the transition. That's where the bow would normally go if you're putting a bow in, where I changed direction. So I think we're going to go right in there and just kind of put a little bit in there to spruce that up a little. So I just cut this middle section down just a little. I love that, and we're going to have that kind of go upward. So give that last little touch, give it a little time here. Give it a little loving. I'm gonna put this 1 berry kind of coming to the middle by itself. But you want to make that center area a little extra special. Oh yeah. I think it knows my wreath is finished. It's gonna get a little creepy around here. But this wreath is made with the intention that it can be used for both fall and Halloween. You know, you could pop something a little scary, fun, cutesy scary in, a sign, or you can just transition into fall with it being just exactly like this. Hi everybody, great to see you. Keleas here. I am ready to create with you, like always. Welcome everyone. I'm going to pull up our feed. I'll be able to read your comments on Facebook and TikTok. So if you're watching somewhere else while we're streaming, make sure you just say hello, ask any questions you need, and I'm happy to help you. I'm trying to pull you guys up so I can see your comments. Yay! So welcome. A few days ago, we started a garland challenge. And so this is what's left of our garland, guys, okay? We have already made 1 project, and what we're doing is we're seeing how many projects we can get out of 1 garland. So I'm going to make them pretty, of course, and I'm trying not to mix too much other supplies with them and let this be the main supply, but that is what we're doing. So if you're seeing this one, you're seeing video 2, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek of video 1. This was our first piece we made in the workshop, okay? And it is actually made on a little cutting board, like a charcuterie board here. And we made this. So if you need this replay, let us know. We'll be happy to get you the link. This is available on YouTube and Facebook. You can see the replay. And what we did is we used a couple of pieces of the garland. We used 1 of these, I don't know, we call this a heather, a still bee. What do we call this? Wheat. We call it a wheat. This wheat spray. And then we, of course, added the beautiful ribbon. Okay? So that was our first piece we made. So we're going to make a piece that goes with this out of the garland. We're going to add a couple pieces in also for green. We need a little bit more filler and greenery. But I want you to be inspired when you use 1 garland, how that can kind of set the tone for the design. Okay, so we can just have this dude sit off to the side over here with the skellies so you guys can check it out. Hello, Michelle from Nashville. Good to see you. Who's over here on Facebook? Who's here? I see Dallas is here. Karen, yay. Hi, Debbie. Oh my gosh, and I see Flo. Yay. Hey, Flo. I know, Mary. I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad you're here too, guys. So, y'all, be inspired. The next time you see a garland you love, you can pick it up, and sometimes the garlands are expensive. Like this one's fancy. It was fancy and expensive, but I'm going to show you how they kind of do the work for you. And even though they're a little pricey, a lot of times a beautiful garland like this can make several projects. Okay, so there we go. Now let's get started. First thing you got to do is break down the pieces. So while we're doing that, why don't you guys tell me, y'all, we've been talking about, of course, our favorite fall recipes, and is there something that when it gets a little cooler, you are more inclined to go buy? Are you a pumpkin spice person? Is that going to be your vibe? Like you cannot miss the pumpkin spice, tell me. Are you doing pumpkin pies? I saw Miss Debbie Davis is here. She was making some pumpkin pies. I was totally jealous. Jealous of that. Hi, Terry. Hi, Patsy. Right? Aren't they fun? Those little boards. I got that board at Walmart. And it's just so easy to work on. And in design school, I'm getting ready to do a whole project using a different type board I'm really excited about. So hang tight. I got some ideas. So I'm going to kind of break the garland up into pieces. Now, depending, if you're going small like that, we actually have to break it a little smaller. In here, we're going to use a 14-inch wreath base. We're going to go a little bit bigger. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Teresa. I'm so glad you're here, too. Hi, John. I'm glad you joined us. I'm going to cut this piece off, too, and get a little shorter. So I got it a little bit smaller here, guys. Okay, I've got one section. Let me take another. My idea is to get at least 3 projects out of the garland. And we're going to see. You know, I like to put a lot. I like to make it fancy. So we're going to see if I can actually do it. But we've gotten one. We're on project number 2. All right, let me take this section out, too. I want to leave them kind of long because I like to go big. I think this will be our bigger project, but I don't want them. I also have to utilize all the pieces. Hi, Georgie. Debbie, you love the pumpkins. You love pumpkin so much, but not Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. But you don't like that one. Interesting. I just don't think I like the idea of drinking pumpkin, but I'm kind of weird. But I don't love like pumpkin soup and stuff like that either. Okay, so the biggest part of the garland's the leaf, the big leaf here. So I'm going to try to get that in the background. So what we're going to do is go take the leaves off the pieces and start to put these in. John, did I see the email? It might just be waiting for it to come to me. Everything goes to my team first, and then if they can't help you, then it comes to me. So we may not have seen it yet. Make sure it's an email. Don't send me stuff in Messenger and stuff like that, because I'll never see that stuff, okay? This is the second design from the garland, Karen. This is number 2. The first one is on the table. This is where we are. Right? Hey! Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're here, Miss Total Home Creation, sneaking in at work. Busted. We busted her. Or him. I'm glad you're here, though. Come on in and hang out for a little bit. You know, just put your little headphones on. You're working while you're listening. Hi, Heather. So let's start to get some leaves in, guys. And, oh, Lord, love a duck. I just stuck that in the glue pot. That's my cute little twig and my pine. We don't want to do that. Hi, Jan. You're checking in from Arkansas? Nice. Well, I hope we have a lot of different watchers. I'm live at a different time today. I'm trying to mix things up a little, change things up. So I hope we get you. And if you guys are watching later on the replay, of course, ask questions. We're here for you. Y'all, over here on TikTok, if you can't catch the replay, remember, YouTube, Facebook. If you can't find the link, you can email us or send us a message. We'll be happy to try to help you. Okay? I'm cutting off the leaves so far. Leaves are coming up from Louisville. All right, John. Nice. So I'm still taking off all the leaves. So the thing is, when you use a garland, it ends up being a little more cost effective, but it is more labor intensive. So You got to think about that. If you make and sell your pieces, you got to decide. Okay, am I cool with saving money up front? I'm okay with doing the labor, or I'm at the point of my business that I can't do that. I got to rock and roll. We got to sell stuff and move on. So you've got both options. John, you don't like to eat pumpkin anything, huh? I love pumpkin pie, and my kid likes it. And my daughter is so picky, it shocks me that she likes pumpkin pie. What are my trips for going to Ontario? So we just got back from our vacation in Ontario. We went to Toronto, the basic Toronto area, and then we went over to the country's capital, which is leaving my brain right now. I'll come up with it. The heck, Ottawa. We went to Ottawa. Jeez. We just had a lovely time. We really enjoyed the War Museum, the Canadian War Museum there in Ottawa. It was amazing. That was like an amazing museum. Like, I haven't been to the Smithsonian in a long time, but that was probably Smithsonian level museum. It was nice. It was really nice, really well done. So I would recommend getting to that if you can. But the weather is probably just beautiful right now. It might be a little bit cooler when they were there. It kind of had a little bit of a heat wave, but then it came in, came in. Pricing's so difficult. Yes, so there's pricing, and then there's your time involved too. So as you get to start to grow your business sometimes it's worth more to pay for something that's a little higher quality. It's easier to work with, and you can knock your projects out faster. Because as soon as you are able to grow your business, you can charge more when you're using a higher quality product. It's going to last longer. It's going to be less construction time for you. And all of that is good. Hi, Nancy. Pumpkin bread is delicious. Yes, Penny, it is. I would agree with you on that. Pumpkin bread is delish. Like zucchini bread. Oh, yummy. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're here too. Awesome. Hi, Lady T. Y'all, I like any kind of... I tried something at a restaurant. It's a new restaurant to us in our area, but I know it's a chain. It's called Lazy Dog. Y'all might have been there to one or know all about it. But I tried something there called butter cake. We shared that the other day as a dessert. Oh my God, that was perfect. I like rich things as opposed to overly sweet things. It was good. So tell me if you've got something like that. Even if it doesn't involve pumpkin. Tell me what you love. Ooh, the whipped cream. Oh, you love the botanical gardens and the live butterfly museum? Oh my gosh. I'm sure those were awesome too. We were there doing some family stuff also, so we didn't get to do totally like a tourist trip, but I love that. Okay. Let's go in here. I'm going to use some of the bigger pieces right now to get them in. So for this one, I want to put my pumpkin in. And I think I'm just going to have my pumpkin lay down here with the pretty berries. If I need to come back and trim those off, I can. We're going to put that in. Was it Ooey Gooey Butter Cake, Leanne? It might have been. I just remember butter cake, this gorgeous, yummy ice cream on top. Oh my God, whatever it was. It was perfect dessert for me. Perfect dessert. Okay, I've got the pumpkin coming, the berries. I've got my big leaves in the background. So far, we're rocking this out. All right, we're going to do the same thing at top. And on the top, I'm going to use my gourd. And my gourd, this is kind of by itself. So I'm going to leave these beautiful leaves. These are the leaves that have that little bit of a velvet on the back. Y'all, I got to put on my Diva fan because I'm hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your florals. Okay, hold on. Oh, yes, the Diva fan is on. Yes. Yes, Nancy, yum is right. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sandra. Y'all, I think I'm getting to the change. The change is starting to hit me a little. I wake up hot, and I get hot. Okay, I'm going to have this little gourd up here, and then we'll put a pine cone also. Hi, Tina. All right. Man, I got a challenge going here, Wreath. Don't give me any trouble. We got to make this happen. Guys, if you're just getting here, we're making project number 2 out of 1 garland. All right? That is literally our challenge. I'm going to take this piece right here and put it kind of behind where I'm going to put the bow. Oh, Paula Dean's. Okay, I'm sure it is. Listen, Keleas don't cook a lot. Keleas works. I do flowers and more flowers. That's what I do. So if somebody else cooks, occasionally I cook, but definitely I'm going to have to buy my ooey gooey butter cake. And I definitely loved whatever. I'm sure it had 7 million calories. So we shared it between 4 people. So we, 7 million divided by 4. It was a lot less. Okay, let me add a little bit more leaves to the inside. I Googled butter cake when we got home since I didn't know anything about it. And it did have a lot of butter. Butter went at the beginning and butter got cubed up at the end, and we put the cold butter. It was a lot of stuff happening. I was thinking, that's a lot. But, at our Painted Tree boutique, the one here in Sugar Land, I went shopping there the other day. Now, I have a spot in the one in Katy, but I went to check out our local location, and there was a new a cookie artist in there, and, her cookies were yummy because they weren't overly sweet, and that's always my favorite. Not too sweet, but more rich. Oh, that's where people get me. That's where these hips come from. Sweet, yummy bread. Okay, we got the gourd up. We got the pumpkin up. And I am going to come in now. We're going to use, I have one more big leaf. I think I'll use one more big leaf to the inside. No. Use one more big leaf to the inside. I'm trying to move this out. Okay. Y'all, if you guys want to grab this garland, I think we still have a few left. We'll have the whole supply list for you towards the end of the video if we get it ready in time. If not, it'll be out tomorrow. But you can grab the garland and the supplies all from Keleas.com. Oh, yes. Put this in here. That's looking good so far. So I've kind of got my background working. I'm going to pull some of these leaves out here. I like how pretty those leaves are. Now, I've got this much left of my garland, but I'm trying to, try to go slow on how much I use. Let me come in and add my fillers that I'm going to use too, okay? I'm not going to add much, but I know I want to add some of this wheatgrass right here. We're going to put this in. This matches what we used in there. We only used 1 in that piece. I predict we'll probably use 2 in this one. So let me tear and start putting these guys in. I'm tearing them because I want that stem longer, of course. Right? The shortbread, like a cookie and all, yeah, it's just not overly sweet. I just love that. Wish it were less calories. Not necessarily. Oh, that's fun. You could definitely use all of that. Okay, let me separate this and we'll have this going up and out. Get that rocking from the top. So I'm going to use this kind of like I would a filler, twig, all of the things. I like that it's a little darker brown. I think that really brings out the pretty dark browns from in there. If you saw the live sale earlier, you could even try to mix in some of the burgundies in here. You could probably pull off that the phoenix tail fern. Use that with just a little bit of that dark brown sunflower. You guys, if you didn't catch the live sale earlier, you gotta go check it out. We had some beautiful collections and it's all put together for you. Hey, Melissa. Good to see you. We're having fun. We're still on day 2 of the Garland Challenge. I got a little blue on there. Come off. These leaves are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to put a couple more right here in the center. And rock this out. Oh, thank you for sharing the lives. Thank you so much. And thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. some to the bottom. And still got some more to do over here too. I like that this adds that little wispy effect, and we got some motion of the ocean going. Not the ocean motion, different motion. We got it coming in. Let's put this here. I see you, Kathy, Renee, Sandra, Judy. Trying to sneak in, being all quiet. I see you. I see you. I know you might be at work, so we won't call you out. Too bad. All right, let's get stem number 2. I'm going to break it down. We're going to use it at the bottom also. So I'm going to tear these out. You can cut this too if you want more length. All right. These are so pretty to use as a full piece, but I also like tearing them. For some reason today, I'm not getting a ton of comments on my feed. So if you are commenting and I'm not seeing you, please know I apologize. But we are here and we care about you, of course. So if you've got a question, I'll try to get back to it. Ask away. Okay, I'm going to come down here and we're going to have this piece kind of popping out the bottom. I love these fun, like sugar cone looking pine cones that are different. They're just different than what we have here in Texas on a lot of our pine cones. I love those. Those come on the garland also. I like that brown going against the cream. All right, let's go a little bit more this way. Hey, Kay! Glad you could pop into our garland challenge, day 2. Day 2 of the garland challenge. We are working on project 2. Day 2, project 2. All right, trim that off. Let's go to the other side. Okay, I'm going to pop up in here. I like that popping up like that. Yeah, pop on up. This is so pretty. I can't wait to put this collection together. That looks great. Now, let's work in the center. We got to get in this center section. Pop these in. Now, we are going to be putting our ribbon. We're still working on that same roll of ribbon. So if you order 1 roll of ribbon, you're going to be able to get 2 projects for sure, unless you just vary way off the design we've done here. Which, good on you. Go for it. I love for you to vary off and go have a good time. The garland's so gorgeous, you can just use it like itself, believe me. It's so pretty. Matter of fact, I think we'll get some ribbon in next. Oh, get out of there. Get out. I lost some debris in my glue pot, but that's a little too much. That's a little too much. Over here. We'll have that go there. Isn't that pretty? So far, so good. So we've used 2 of these bushes. I'm holding them off. I was gonna maybe use this big astilbe in here, but I'm not sure if I am. I still might use it kind of behind. We'll see. I'll hold it off. All right, let's get the ribbon rocking. Ribbon time, ribbon time. So it's up to you whether you want to do a bow or just some fun tails moving in and out. Oh, Leanne, this is just Keleas. This is Keleas right now. Design school's on Tuesdays, Leanne. That's why I'm not hardcore teaching. We are just doing a challenge on the page right now where I'm seeing how many projects I can get with 1 garland. So that's the first one we did. This is the second one. So you actually haven't missed too much. I loved dovetailing this stuff yesterday or the day before. I was kind of surprised. See how cute it is? Really cute. So let's take and just pop in a tail. Oh, it's not long. I like the tails just coming in. Let's pop it in. Yeah, Leanne, if it's in design school, it would be really close up and you would have good view of everything, really tight. Okay? But that's fine. Ask anytime. No, there's no crazy questions. Ooh, I like that just kind of coming there. Let's put it over just a little bit. Right in here. And I'm going to tie that in. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Make sure you're on the notification list for both groups. So if you're in, you can get Discord notifications for Keleas.com and Design School. If you need help to do that, you can email info@Keleas.com if you don't know how. No problem. But we put notifications in the group so you won't miss a thing. Karen, you like the ribbon? Awesome. Me too. It's a really pretty ribbon. Okay. Add that in. I'm going to give it like a little bit of a roll down. A little crimp here. Let it kind of crimp you down. Oh yeah, crimpy, crimpy. Alright, let me cut that tail off. I just like this ribbon mixed with this textures and colors of all this. It's just so pretty. Jeannie, you like my Keleas sign? Thank you! I got that one on, got it on Etsy, of course. Etsy. I love the lady who's been making for me. Alright, let's come in. Okay, good. The Keleas Discord link's on the dashboard in Design School in the portal. So go check it out there so you don't miss any notifications, okay? Alright, I'm going to put this in kind of going this way. I think we'll have a loop. And then we'll do maybe like a little, just a simple little bow. I don't want it to be traditional. I want it to be funky and different. I want it to be weirdo. Ooh, I kind of like that. Maybe we'll just do it normal. Normal. Amanda, I see you on here. And dang it if you're not having me order a pink Christmas tree now. Dang it, Amanda. Peer pressure's hard. Dang it, y'all. Amanda was watching in Design School the other day. I'm doing a pink garland for Halloween. And she was like, Clea, are you going to do any Christmas trees for Halloween? And I really wasn't this year. I was not going to do any. And then now, dang it, it's all her fault. Okay, I'm going to do just a regular bow with a couple loop up, loop down. We'll put that in. Okay, great. Nicole's posted the supply list. So unless I add something rogue before we get off, that's the list of what we're using. But we got a little time to go. I'm not done. Okay, let me add my cable tie in the back. Because you're that friend? That's okay, Amanda. I appreciate it. You're a good influencer. Oh, I gotta make sure I don't own one I gotta make sure I do not think I own a pink Christmas tree already. But I have all the stuff from all the years of me doing craft shows. I have like an entire warehouse full of displays, demos from these big giant markets we used to do. And I, of course, keep all that fun stuff, but dang! I don't think I have a pink tree yet. Not yet. Well, get me one. After that pink garland was so fun to work with. Alright, here's my little center piece. I'm going to add to the center just a little jute on there. And we'll put that right down the center. So, I don't know how much we're going to have left for Project 3, y'all, but you gotta stay tuned. We'll text you out. We'll put the notifications. Make sure you're getting our notifications on Discord so you can easily go back and see. You can get the links to the videos. That's one of the easiest ways to grab them. You text us at 832-734-5201. Text us the word live, and we'll send you the info to download the server. So, Mary, if you want to get stuff for a craft show like the grid wall and all that kind of stuff, I'd search on Amazon and start checking their pricing because that stuff's expensive for shipping. So, I would recommend Amazon to start with. Oh, no worries, man. I knew who you were. You good? You good? Facebook's always changing on us, so we continue to stay confused. Try trying to teach that stuff to people. You really feel, ooh, I love this ribbon. I'm like all in on this stuff. It's so cool. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more filler back behind here, but I got my bow in. And I don't think I'm going with any more high. I think I'm good. I like my bow. I like my tail. Let's just work around that now because I saved my favorite part of this garland. And that is the pine. The pine. The tan pine. My God, I love the tan pine. Ah, confuses your default setting? No joke, really? Yeah, totally. Like, hey, I know what we're doing. One day we know what we're doing. The next day we're like throwing spaghetti at the wall. That's okay. Hey, at least we're honest about it, Amanda. We're not trying to put on airs like we got this all together. Okay, I'm going to cut these little pieces apart. I want to use that pine cone. Maybe I'll use the pine cone right in here, but I'm saving this pine for sure. I'm going to steal another magnolia leaf off the garland. I'm going to steal one more to go in the back there. So let's see, I've got dark brown. Let's take a light brown one. This really good one right here. All right, let's put this one in. And I'm going to come down here. There we go. I got a little bit of that below. Let me add a little bit of my brown piece. You said you were never going to do a craft show and now you're doing one? Good for you. You'll be okay. You know what? You'll be all right. Craft shows are a lot of work, but they're also super satisfying. Those of you who do not know, I did craft shows for a living, like a real living, without another job. That's all I did was craft shows for about 13 years. And then we went to online world here. They are a lot of work. And you, of course, don't have to take them to that level where you're traveling all around the country doing them. But they are very satisfying because you get to meet your customers, you know, in person. And that's a lot of fun, too. Hey, good to see you, Audra. Right? Okay. Let's come over here. I'm going to put this little leaf. This is a smaller leaf, so I think it's going to work good right here on the edge. Okay, I like everything so far. I just want to add that little touch of wispiness, and I'm going to use my little twigs kind of coming out of here also. Pop those in. Okay, there's my cool twig. Let's put a little bit of the pine. I'm going to section this out. I don't want to use it all in one spot. I love this stuff so much. I told you, I'm going to see if we can design a garland, just all this pine right here, or some picks. Oh. All right. Let's come up in here. If you live in a big city, you may have a place that sells a grid wall and all that. They're called, I'm trying to think of what ours is called here in Houston. We have an area called Harlequin, which has a lot of wholesale type places where they sell, you know, jewelry, handbags, wholesale stuff like that. Those type of places sometimes will have a fixture. It's a fixture store. You can check that out too. And, Karen, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. We're on the home stretch. We're adding those little details in, which are very important. Always important to your design. I like that this lighter color is also the color of the ribbon, and it's giving me all that texture. And that's one advantage of working with a garland that you already think is pretty, so the collection is put together for you. Or if you don't want to do that, come to one of our live sales and you know I'm going to do all the work for you. Y'all don't want to miss our live sale marathon for the next few days. We're on day 2 of it. So hang in there. We'll be texting out anytime we're live and what's going on. Okay, let me step back and look at this. Oh, I like that. Let's bring this tail. I want to bring this tail up a little. I might just grab it right there so it can kind of pull down at an angle. Let me do that. I need another cable tie. I'm gonna make it be a little wonky. Wonky, like donkey. Come in here. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. I'm trying to get it to be slightly angled. Yes. Okay. Love that. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. You came and shopped with the pink live we did earlier. Yay. Thank you, ma'am. So glad to see you again. Don't be a stranger. If you have time, come hang out with us anytime. Okay. Pine cone. I like the idea of the pine cone maybe just right here, a little bit higher in there. I'm going to get this cut as long as I can. I make you laugh? You must be crazy like me. Two crazy people together laughing. You're so perfect for teaching. You make it fun and interesting. Ah, good. You know, I'm an auditory learner, so I can't have it quiet. And my brain squirrels at all times. So unless you're just the total opposite than me, most people find me pretty easy to hang with. Very easygoing, but I just love florals and designing. Oh my God, this looks good on camera. It looks really good in person. I love it. Okay, I got just a couple little pieces, and I want to use these. I have that one twig going down, and I'm going to use this one kind of going up and let it kind of go out over there and party to the right. Party on the right. And then we'll put our little berries in. I'll be so happy. I cannot believe we took the garland. I'm going to recap it all. So if you got here and you're like, what are you talking about, Chloe? What's this garland challenge? I don't even know what's going on. I just got here. Don't worry. It's all good. I'm going to come back at you. So I've got a little white berry here. So I really need to add this one up here, okay? I wanted to put it right there, but I don't want to steal any more white berry from the garland because I probably want it on my next project, okay? Total goober, yes! Goober, I'm a goober. Oh my gosh. I'm all for just making silly jokes all the time. Sometimes inappropriate, sometimes appropriate. Never know. Depends what Keleas awake that day. Oh, look how cute it turned out. Let me give you close-ups, right? Here's a close-up. Give everybody a close-up. Okay, you guys close up. You guys close up. It really, really turned out really, really pretty. I love it. Y'all, we posted the supply list here. If you're watching somewhere you don't see us posting that, you can just go to Keleas.com and you're going to hit supply list and it'll be the first one. It'll be the newest one on there. Ah, you love the live demos. Fantastic. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Y'all know we have a design school class that will be opening up this month already. So stay tuned for it. You just need to get on our wait list at KeleasDesignSchool.com. Jump on the wait list. We'll send you an email when class is open again. And I teach you how to do this, but I don't just chat around and goof around. I actually teach you how so you can learn how to do it step by step. Okay, first project from our garland. Number one, this started out as a full garland. We've got this much left. Okay, this much left. We've made 2 projects so far. We have added, this grass in here, and that's all we put in here. We didn't put anything else. So the supply list has one more thing on there that we didn't use, but we could use if we wanted to. It's the same colors. And then here is our little board where we made a little centerpiece, but it can also hang. Super cute. So these are the 2 pieces we have so far. So the last day of the challenge, which I'll text out to you when we're doing it, we're going to use this section and finish out. And I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I'm going to be inspired to do something else to go with it. Yeah, I love it. You guys, the supply list is down there. And grab a garland and see what you can make. All right, Blue Marinos, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for always supporting our small business and our family and all of our team. We appreciate you. And anytime you watch any person doing this type of stuff on social media, know that they are counting on you to help their business stay in business. So just watching and sharing and commenting and whenever you can, purchasing from them really helps their business. So not just for me, but for anybody you love watching, do that for them, okay? Bye guys, have a great day. Let's get this going. I'm gonna start creating my base, and we're gonna put the long feathery bush in the background to kind of build it up and get it going. I'm gonna come way up the top. Now, I'm making this to go with my other piece that we did in class the other day, but I wanna make it just slightly different. So it kind of coordinates, but it's a little bit separate. Yeah, it's kind of like matchy, but not matchy. So you could have them in the same room, but you wouldn't feel like, oh, I'm committed to one design. You know, there would be a couple of little different pieces working on. You ordered a Christmas tree today? How fun. It's time. Hey, Quincy. Hi, Connie. Good, good. You guys can see me good on Facebook? Yay. Okay, I think the Facebook stream was actually working fine. It just... it's been kind of glitchy lately, so I probably should have just hung in there a little bit longer. So we're going to get these pieces in and just decide how far out I want things to go. You know, I want them to go far. We're getting big. We're going big. Hi, Kimmy. Hey, Casey. Hi, Kathy. So, you guys, if you're just getting here, I want to remind you, we have the workshop this Thursday. If you want to join us, it's a paid event. It comes on Thursday, and I'm teaching you how to make a boho inspired floating wreath design, something brand new. If you're a member of design school already, you're going to want to join through the link in the portal. If you're not in our class, we would love to have you as well. It's a great way to get an introduction to the class. When you sign up, you can sign up for the workshop, or you can actually slide into class and the workshop. We generally are not taking new students until late August, but when you come through a workshop, we give you the opportunity to join class. So that's an option as well. But that's what we're going to be doing all day Thursday. It's held on Facebook in a private group, and what we do is we start off the morning with a party. Then you have recorded tutorials that you can watch, and you also have live videos where I make the projects again, but different, slightly different. So it kind of gives you inspiration to do so many different things. And we have fun, but I'm also teaching you the principles of design we're using, so you can definitely recreate that design. So over here on TikTok, check out the link in the bio up above. And if you are on Facebook or YouTube, you're going to want to just ask in the comments, and we'll get you a link. And we just posted a link. Yay! Yay! You can't wait for the workshop. Oh my gosh, y'all, they're so excited on Facebook. I'm fairly new to TikTok, so welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for the love, the likes, the hearts, all the things. I'm still learning. But let me show you what we got so far. We got really, really wispy. Really, really wispy. Hello, Sharon, on the FB. I don't know what these algorithms want. We're going to use all the code languages. Try to stay out of trouble. Oh, I think I knocked my cutters down. I was looking for a shirt that kind of coordinated, but I'm working with orange. The boho workshop wreath has kind of mauves and creams and all kind of fun stuff. So I went with coral. I was like, coral is the closest we can get to match. Oh, y'all, my wire cutters, they fell way back here. Why is it when things fall, they go way to the back? Got them. Got them. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Pat. Okay, so I've kind of got it built out really pretty. So far, I've got touches of that wispiness. Now, one of the things we used in design school this week, last week, we used a bunch of these really cool twigs. So this is the same type of twig, but it's made to hang down. You guys, I like to use artificial pieces in all my work that look as real as possible, but we try to find a price point. I mean, there is some really gorgeous things that are amazing, but sometimes that price point is just too high. So we try to find a really nice price point for the price and find that happy medium with everything we have at Keleas.com. And this is one of those cool pieces. So this is fake. This is totally fake twigs. They're plastic, but once again, they're painted really good. Nobody would know. This is when you need the. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Okay, I'm going to have this right in here. We're going to get super twiggy right in between. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. This is going to be dramatic. That's what I'm hoping when we get to the boho workshop on Thursday. You are feeling the drama. The drama. Where do I put the rest of it? I think this is it. Okay. I've got some that stick up and some that hang down. So it's a combination of both. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Karen. Great to see you tonight. Y'all, if you're not on our notification system, you're going to want to get a spot on that. And just go to textkelea.com, textkelea.com. You can also text me at 832, you know I'm going to panic and not remember it. 832-734-5201. Text me the word live. When you send the word live, we'll send you a directions on how to sign up for our live notifications. Hi, Vicki. Hey, Shelly and Karen. Good you're here. Woo! Your door isn't this big. That's a cool thing. When you make your own designs, you can do whatever you want. I'm from Texas. Everything here's big. Everything here's big. We don't even want it little. I don't make pancake wreaths. I don't make wreaths that go behind screen doors. None of that stuff. It's all about drama. But when you make your own, you can certainly scale it back to whatever you want. Shelly, if you're in design school, you still have to join the workshop, but it's no additional cost for you. So go into the design school group, and there is a link there. Or you can go onto the dashboard in design school, and there's also a link there for you to join. You just want to join through that link. Look how pretty this is. Oh my gosh. We're already putting the drama. Joanne, I am great. Oh, I see you're an anniversary follower. You've been here for a year, Joanne. You're the best. Thank you so much. Some of you guys have been Blue Merinos for a long time. Y'all, if you're brand new, I've been doing this 25 years. I've only been on social media. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I'm feeling it. I've only been on social media for 5 years. Like full-time doing content and all the things. All the things. Angie, you did? Good. Good. Angie got the text. She's here. Okay, so now we're going to add this piece in. This is kind of a wispy eucalyptus. And we're going to add that in also to work like a greenery. We're having greenery, we're having berries, and then we're going to fill in with the coolest new greenery filler bush. Can't wait to use it too. New stuff's coming. It's so excited. So let me just break this down real easy and we'll rock this in. Okay, I'm going to trim these off. Trim these off. And these are really well wired as well. Well wired as well. That's going to be well. The words are hard at night, guys. You're asking for a lot. Make a wreath, say the words, do the things, market the workshop, make it pretty, have fun, interact with the followers, have a good time. Can I do it all? I can do it all. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Let's bring this one down. I'm going to add a touch of these. These just add a little bit more brown. Now you notice I put the orange kind of in the background because it's going to be, we're going to be layering a lot of the brown on top with twigs and grasses and greenery. So trust the process here. It might look a little wild at first. It's going to come together. Lori, and you've been a design school student for a year and a half. Woohoo! Y'all, after you're in design school, after 6 months, the whole portal opens to you. And I think we're at 230 something videos. That you can watch over and over. And in our class, everything's segmented. So, you know, whether you're a beginner or more expertise, you're an expert. Let's say you make a lot of wreaths, you're really good at what you're doing. Then you can go to the section of the video you want to learn that skill and move on. So that always happens. Joanne, what's boho? So boho is basically nature-inspired, mixing a lot of organic type looks. Now, we're not going to use a lot of real organics, but just like tonight, we're using things that look real that are fake. And that's what boho is. It's a trending style. It's not exactly like the cottage core thing that's going on. It's a little different, but it is a type of style that you should try, maybe implement into your processes and experiment. So it's non-traditional colors for fall, but you can also do the style traditionally with the the oranges and the browns and all the things. So you do have options. But that's what we're going to be covering on Thursday, and we're going to be learning a new technique. It's a floating type design. As you can see back here, this design floats in the center of the wreath. This one right here. This is our main project we're going to do in the class. We're going to make this a few different ways. You're going to see it this way, and you're going to see it done a different way. You're going to see this color palette, you're going to see another color palette. So you're going to learn a lot of different options for creating that. And we're going to do it boho inspired. Yes! Do I have filler flowers to match the dark mauve sunflowers? I probably do. A bunch of new filler flowers just came in. So hang on. You're going to see a bunch of those posted pretty soon, okay? We got some pretty mauves and like a purples. Just gorgeous pieces. So if you guys have never seen us before, this is what I do. Create beautiful pieces, inspire you to try some of your own. Look at all the follows over here. You guys are the best. Thank you. All right, let's get some twigs. Now that same twig, y'all, we have the supply list will be available for you on Keleas.com. So when you get later on, you can go to Keleas.com. We have this supply list, and in every supply list, there's also a link to the video, so you can go back and watch it. Those are available for you on YouTube or Facebook. Replays are not available on TikTok right now, but you can go catch them other places. Oh, yay! Sherry's a brand new Blue Merino, KDS Blue Merino. Yay! You're going to be in our class on Thursday, Sherry. Great! I'm so excited. Very nice to meet you. You've been following here for 2 years, and now you're joining class. I'm so excited. This is great. Well, you couldn't have picked a better time to join design school. Right now, with all the boho inspiration, it's just really right up our alley. It means what I love to create and design is popular and trending, and that is always like, yes. Yes. I love it. Okay. All right, so here's what we got so far. We got some nice drama, the twigs coming down. We've got the, we got a little bit of eucalyptus. We got a long way to go here, but we got the beginning. Because of course I'm big and dramatic. Am I the drama? The Wreath's the drama. Hey, David from Tennessee. Polly got her text. Yay, thank you for letting me know, Polly. You're awesome. Okay, I'm coming in over here. So we have some of the twigs that hang. So if you're gonna do, like, if you decorate with scarecrows in your home, or you want to have like that natural vibe around pumpkins, maybe you don't do Halloween, this is a great twig. You can use it year and year after year. In this design, we're using it to flow down and bring that eye down. When you create a piece for someone's door, if they have a grand entry, it's beautiful to span the length of the door. And I like to do that. All right, let's go berries. So we're making this to go with the centerpiece over here. You guys can see the orange centerpiece. I'm going to show y'all. So we're going to add, I'm sorry guys, y'all got to move up a little bit. So now we're going to add the berries. Yes, so if you just joined design school and the workshop, we have our first live in design school for you guys that are new on Tuesday. So make sure you join us. Workshops on Thursday. Okay, thanks, Kim. I appreciate you. All right, let's spread this dude out. And then I'm going to take and section it into a couple of sections. This stem can section out into 3, or actually 4, but we're going long and lean. Like I wish my body was. We're doing that on here. Who's over here? Hello, dog, mom, cats, cat slave. I got it. I got it. I feel the same. How about add the kid in there? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some berry action going. I'm going to try to use this piece just kind of flowing into here. I'm going to need to stop putting this stuff on the table behind me because I keep knocking it off. Let's have this kind of come down. Ooh, yes. That's going to flow right in the middle here. Y'all, we're still just have the one air conditioner working in the garage. It's the little one. The big one has to have a new wire put in. So forgive the lousy shirt. It's not for drama. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Tara and Mary. Good to see you guys tonight. Okay, we're putting in some more berries. And I'm kind of putting the berries towards the front of the design. I want them to pop. And those round twigs be in the background. Oh, yes. How lush is this? Okay, I'm going to put this one other piece of eucalyptus kind of coming into the middle. It'll be a party over here. Let's get it going on. Hey, Teresa. Patty, you were on the wrong live. Patty, it's a long story. Patty, I try to do technology. You know, I do so good. I think I know what I'm talking about. And then boom. Boom, I did 2 lives. Okay. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, more berries. Teresa, how are you? I know you're making pretty stuff. Okay, let's bring this one in. There's another great piece. I'm going to just take and shape it. Y'all, when you pay for florals that are all wired, you need to take and shape them up. You don't just shove them in. You can tell a designer who shoved things in and a designer who's taking the time to space all those pieces out. It really makes a difference. And you can actually use less product when you're doing that. Okay, so I'm really taking time to work these gorgeous berries. Y'all, we got some new shelving at the warehouse. And so Honey Bunny was putting it up this weekend. So if you don't know, we sell wreath supplies on Keleas.com. I teach you how to use them. I show you what goes together. I mean, I take all the stress out of doing your own wreaths. And if you want to sell them, we can teach you how to do that too. All the things. But we were putting those new shelves up, and man, I love berries. I'm like, oh, I think we got berries in every color. I can't help it. They're so pretty. I need the berries. All right, let's bring this down. Is there one product or supply that you love? Tell me what that is. I'm going to guess what some of it is for you guys, but what is the one thing you always are drawn to when you're shopping for supplies? Like, you're like, oh, I need more of that. Is it ribbon? Is it twigs? Is it berries? Oh, I can't wait till you tell me. I can't wait till you tell me. Yeah, if anybody's asking about design school or our workshop in the comments, if you guys have been to one of ours before, I would love for you to tell them what you think about them, what you enjoy. Filet. I like it. Oh, filet. I like a good filet too. Ribbon and greenery. You can't have enough, right? Oh, yes. Twigs, ribbon, berries, all of them. Good to see you, Nellie. Serena just says ribbon. That's the one I thought all of y'all were going to say. Klee is not a ribbon hoarder, but you guys have me beat. But I have you beat on twigs and weird pods and greenery. And mushrooms. Mushrooms. Oh, thanks, Donna. This is my passion. It's what I love to do. It's my pleasure to teach you how. I adore my design school students so I can actually, walk through the process step by step. I was a teacher by trade and learned, went to school to be a teacher, but never dreamed I'd be teaching floral design to all my favorite stuff here. So it's an absolute blessing to get to live my dream, and I couldn't do that without you guys supporting me, so thank you for being here. always. Okay, let me bring a little bit more berry right here into the center. I'm going to go up with a little bit first. Ribbon is addictive. You've been practicing bows. I love it. Right, Polly? You like to include unexpected thing. Oh, girl. Same. Same. Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. Add that little fun little trick up your sleeve. Pop it in. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more right here. Oh, thanks, Pam. Pam says workshops are amazing. Excellent teacher. Thank you, Pam. You are so sweet. I just enjoy all of this with you guys. It's just totally fun. Okay, be careful. You don't want to rip the berries off because you're impatient like Keleas. Okay. I need a little more. I'm going to put a little more of the feathery orange to the front here. Oh, wait. I think we're going to add the next Greenery first, which is a new one, and it's gorgeous. It has, let me give you guys a close-up, okay? Look how pretty this is. It's got creams and oranges. It's just beautiful. And filler, too. All of it. Oh, Teresa, I'm so sorry. What happened? I missed what happened. Teresa, I don't know what happened. I hate to hear something bad happen, but Teresa has been here for a long time. Okay, I'm going to separate this out into sections. It separates really easy. Just tear, tear, tear. I like that it's airy. I always want to look, but I can't stop stuffing and stuffing. Well, we're going to keep everything fairly long in here, and then when you're going to get back here towards the center, we're going to have to shorten it up. Because now we got to cover all of our mechanics in here. I used like a greener moss, so we need to tighten this up to kind of cover that up. You're not going to really see it. Once I add this in, you're going to pick up the green for the moss. It's all going to look good. But now I am going to have to shorten these up a little as we get in the middle. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Teresa. Your baby had to put your puppy down. I am so sorry. That is a bummer. Okay. So I'm going to cut these a little shorter because we want these to kind of be hanging out to the inside. Inside party right here. But this is just oh my gosh, that is like perfect. 60919, eat your heart out, baby. Woo! This is good stuff. I like this light green greenery on here too. Oh, yummy. I'll put a link, you'll of course have a link to all of this on the supply list when we get done with it. This is definitely, like you said, unexpected, a different texture. Oh, yes. And I like that we put the orange in the background to layer it all up. No, yeah. This is turning out great. And you know what? It's got less brown than the arrangement, but how good is this going to look when I combine them both? I cannot wait to get my booth all set up with all the new fall. I'm trying to hold out till August to set up my booth for fall, but I want to go now. All right, let's put this one in down here. Got a lot in this zone. Get in there, buddy. Pretty. And I'm going to keep cutting it up into smaller pieces. Pat, oh my gosh, Pat, it's going to turn out great. We're going to get there. You guys on TikTok maybe you having a hard time appreciating, but look, it's really going to be gorgeous. Hello, Mary Jo. Best website builder, developer, designer. Hey, where are we from? I am from Houston, Texas. I'm actually in Sugar Land. That's why we're making big, massive wreaths, because We don't do no stinking small. Got to keep it big. Actually, this one I'm just trying to make a statement. Statement. Well, this piece I think still needs to go up. This needs to go the other direction. Go the other direction. I'm so glad you're liking this one, Pat. I like how we've layered up the colors on this design. Sometimes that's harder, but we're nailing it. We're killing it. Hey, Margaret. You're welcome. How's the best floral designer teacher doing? I'm doing great, Mary Jo. I'm doing great. We are getting ready for our workshop on Thursday, Mary Jo. Got a lot of new bloomerinos in the house tonight. A lot of folks excited about the boho floral fall workshop. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm just cutting the trash on the table, guys, so it's not all over the floor. Okay. I'm gonna space this one out. Oh my gosh, you made us, oh, how fun. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. I can't wait either. Workshop time. So don't forget, if you want to join us in the workshop, links in the bio. It's a paid event. It's being held on Facebook in a private group. Yeah, we're going to have 3 videos on Thursday, starting off the morning with the party. Don't miss the party. Lots of giveaways if you can. We do, in the workshop, we do make sure that everyone's included in the giveaways, even if you can't be there live, because we understand everyone has work schedules and all that stuff. So don't worry, everybody's included in that. But I also like to give away some little sweet treats to those of you who are live with us, hanging out. So I'm excited. I've already told the family I am busy all day Thursday. Don't come in the bloom room. It's game on. Y'all, I was even out trying to find some last minute fun things today because I had some more ideas. I just continuously have ideas, guys. And I'm gonna set up the studio, get it decorated for the workshop. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let me step back and take a look. Oh my gosh! We're nailing this! This is pretty! I'm in love! It's all Keleas.com. You guys, workshop Keleas. You can go there to get the workshop. You can email us, all of that. The schedule, the supply list, and you don't have to buy the supplies, you guys. You can wait. I actually suggest you might wait until you watch the videos, because I'm going to make the wreaths more than one way. So you might want, you might change your mind on the design you want to make. Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful. Okay, I'm going to work right in here in just a second. I need to fluff that area out a little bit. It's looking good. Could you turn the wreath so we can see it straight on? It looks amazing. Yes, I just did a second ago, but I will show you again. Yes! And you're seeing it reverse. It's actually the other way. You guys, here, look at it. Look at it. Juicy. Super duper juicy. Wait till we're bohoing on Thursday. We're going to be breaking the internet. I'm excited because we're doing a new technique, even though it's the boho style. We're doing a new technique that you can use any time of year, of course. And I think you're going to find it so simple and so fun. That's another thing. I'm always trying to come up with something new and different that kind of simplifies the process, but makes your work even stand out against the competition and be a little bit different every time. Okay, I'm going to steal a couple of berries. So this is called the transition point here, guys, where we're coming up and we're going down. And you could put something in the transition point. We could put a pumpkin. We could put a bow. But I'm the queen of the no bow. Because remember, I told you I'm not a bow hoarder. I do ribbons, and we do have plenty of bows. But we're going to work that area right here, just filling it in nice and pretty. And you learn all about transitions in design school, spacing, all of that stuff. So it'll answer all the questions for you. I got some glue strings. We got to get those out. Okay, let me take a look. Holy smokies, gorgeous. All right, I'm going to bring back some brown twig, and we're going to have that more towards the foreground a little bit. This time I'm going to use the more pointy one. Thank you, David. I'm glad you like it. I cannot wait. It's going to be the drama. Yes! You could do both. You got it. Oh my gosh. Oh, is it? It's looking like fall. Oh, yes. It would be perfect. In Connecticut, I love it. You just joined my Facebook? You're awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Christina, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, Debbie, go into the Facebook group and there's a link in there for you, okay? So you won't, if you're a design school member, you don't pay for the workshop. It's not an additional cost for you, okay? Polly, you signed up for design school. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is exciting. And you're getting in early because you're coming through the workshop. You guys, if you're already design school students, you will go into the Facebook group and there's a link there for you to join. You'll just click it. Hey, Michelle, your first time to see me live? This is great. Welcome. I'm Keleas down from Houston, Texas. The owner at Keleas here. And I teach floral design, and we use all artificial flowers, so it's a little bit different. All artificial. I'm the queen of the wispy designs, and it's my preferred design style here. I love it wispy and full. Oh, there's a little plastic doodad from the tag here. Yay, Nellie! Yay! Hey, lady! I'm glad you're here too. Sorry you had to rearrange 2 appointments. I mean, this workshop stuff is fun. You don't want to miss it, do you? But once you join the Facebook group, we have the schedule in there where you can see what times I'm live. Everything's Central Time. But we will see you guys there. We're going to have fun. If you have any other questions about the workshop, please feel free to ask. So the difference between a live here and a workshop is I'm going to be teaching you the skills I've used to create this. I've said a few things, but I haven't taught you the technique. So that's what I do different. And we're learning a whole new technique when we make the boho wreath over here. Something completely different. I'm trying to fill in just a little more depth. And you see the brown working here. I'm trying to make sure I got enough brown working there. I need a little bit more in the center, so we're going to add a little bit more. Nicole says the supply list is up over on Keleas.com. Yes. Yeah, if you just go to Keleas.com at the top there, there's a link that you can click. It says supply list, and it will take you to the supply list for this. If you get to a supply list that's password protected, that's because those are special for design school or special for the workshop. We protect those for our students. But anything I do out on Facebook or YouTube like this, you can go look at it, and that will be on Keleas.com. And those always have links back to the videos. And you want to get on our text list if you can. We'll text when we're live. We send out notifications. So if you want to get on that list, just text us the word live. Go to textkeleas, TEXTKELEA.com, and we'll let you know what we're up to next, because I'm always doing something new, trying to do something different. I get bored easy with the same stuff, so I want us to try different techniques, different methods. That way, our work never gets boring or the same, and our customers are going to be wanting more. Okay, I got a little bit of brown in there. I love this drama piece. Let's have one piece kind of flowing out where these are feathering out too. guys here. Hopefully you're still here. Aww. Thank you, Christina. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Y'all, we do have customer service. If you email info@Keleas.com, if you need to track something or know about your information and your membership, all that, you can check it out there. Okay, let's go right in here, right at the transition. One more little piece. I'm feeling it. Oh yeah. Okay, and then let me see, he needs a little bit of green here. I love this stuff in the bag because it's wired. Oh, that's wired. So let's say you ship this out to your customer and, you know, something gets wonky. They just go boom, boom, boom. Ta-da! You put this away, you know, in the summer. You bring it back out in the fall. No big deal. It's all wired. It can get refluffed. And it looks like it's real. That was the bow maker. Like, I'm slowly killing the bow maker. One peg at a time. One peg at a time. All right, guys, we did it. So who's going to join me at the workshop this week? This is gorgeous. You guys, who's going to join me? Didn't this turn out amazing? Oh my gosh. Ooh, yeah. So this is kind of working like a feather. But instead of a real product, these are all artificial. So that's kind of doing the same thing. It's kind of giving that look. And yes, you could definitely add feathers. Keleas doesn't do feathers because I have this. Let me tell you the story. Back in the early 2000s, feathers were hot. Like, we had to work with feathers. They were smoking hot. But I always felt like those little plumes were going in my nose. Like, So I got this thing for feathers. But believe me, I have curling dye, I have curled feathers, I have twisted feathers, I have spiral feathers. So we're going to have to use fake ones. Thanks, God. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you guys can join us at the workshop on Thursday. We're going to be making the boho-inspired wreath over there. I'm going to be showing you another technique, same style, another technique, and we're making a centerpiece that coordinates. Yeah, you're going to be at the workshop? Yay. Great, Casey and Patty. This is great. And those of you who are in design school can go get a sneak peek at the workshop, the recorded part, right now. It's ready for you, ready to go in Keleas in the portal right now. Okay? All right, Bloomerinos, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.